Hello, good evening. My name's Richard. This is over and over and over again. It's Matchday Live. England Lionesses against Norway in the latest friendly in Mercia again. Of course, the same stadium as the game on Friday against who was that against now? Japan.
Japan
won that 4-0. We've got the team's news for you. For England, it's a very, very different England team to normal. Actually, Ellie Roebuck's in goal. May Letizia is making her debut. Looks like probably at right back. Millie Bright and Alex Greenwood in the centre, and Niamh Charles again at left back. She played well the other night. The three in midfield: Kira Walsh, Ella Toone, and Lauren James. And then the three up front: Nikita Parris comes in for Beth Mead. Rachel Daly is actually playing as a centre forward, which is where she plays for her club. And Chloe Kelly again looks as though she's going to be on the left. So that's the England side. I say quite a few changes. An unusual looking England side. We're so used to the team that played in the Euros every week. So few different players coming in. It's a different looking side, but still a very strong England team. For Norway, there's a couple of players from the WSL that we know. Of course, Guru Wrighton is starting in their front three. She'll probably be on the left where she plays for Chelsea. Amelia Akeland as well, who plays for Reading. She's playing today for Norway. And on the bench is Maria Thorsdottir from Manchester United. Of course, she's on the bench. And of course, our very own Frida Marnham's on the bench, which is, I'm quite happy about that because I don't want her to get injured. So I'll be quite happy if she sits on the bench and watches the game and enjoys it with us. Julie Blackstead as well, of course, plays for Manchester City. She's on the bench. Boa Risa as well, Manchester United, and Elizabeth Turk as well, who plays for Brighton. They're on the bench. So it's a pretty strong England side, I suppose, in the circumstances with the injuries that we've got. Norway have made a few changes, got a few younger players in. Of course, last time we played them, it finished 8-0, didn't it, in the Euros? That was a rather decent game, wasn't it? I'm not expecting a similar scoreline today, although we have won 6 of the last 9 meetings against Norway. Although Norway have won 9 of the 30 meetings when they've played England outside of England. So they'll maybe fancy their chances tonight, especially looking at the England team with a lot of changes. But Norway have only won 4 of their last 7 matches, and of course, the Lionesses are unbeaten in 25 games under Serena, going back well over a year now. So England obviously going to start favourites, as you would expect. But I don't think it's going to be a straightforward game as it was in the Euros, or even as the Japan game was the other night. You know, Norway are a good side. I thought that victory for us in the Euros was very unexpected, wasn't it? The size of it. I don't think anyone expected us to win 8-0. So I think Norway are looking for a bit of revenge tonight. They won't have enjoyed that game at all, will they? So I'll be expecting them to be well up for this game. And I think it's going to be tough for England. And what's your score prediction going to be?
Oh, I still think we're going to win. 3-0 still.
3-0. Oh,
3-0.
3-0. 3-0 would be good.
Nowhere near 8-0.
No, it's a bit of a younger Norwegian team as well. They're maybe giving a few players some time on the pitch and stuff like that. So I think that, I say, we've got a few changes as well. But we still have some very good players in our team, don't we? So I do expect we'll win. I think it might be a little bit tighter than the other game. I'll go 2-0. I'll go 2-0 to England. I think we, despite our changes at the back, we're still very solid. So I don't think Norway will be able to score. And I think we've got enough quality. I fancy Rachel Daly might get another goal. She did score, of course, the other night, didn't she? Playing in defence. Now she's up front. I think she might get a goal. And maybe Tooney as well.
Tooney may get a goal,
yeah, Tooney. I fancy Tooney to get a goal. It'd be interesting to see how Ellie Roebuck does actually in goal, because I think she's been a little bit hit and miss for Manchester City actually. So it's a big night for her. Obviously, not many games that she's going to get if Mary Earps is fit in the big games. Mary Earps will play, obviously, one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. So just to give her a chance, in a friendly game. So
that's true.
That's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But a big opportunity for her, a big opportunity for May Letizia as well, making her debut for the Lionesses tonight. She's been really impressive for Manchester United this season since she joined from Brighton. Very, very good young player. Playing at right back, it looks like. Normally she plays a centre back for Manchester United, doesn't she? So a slightly unusual position for her, but I'm sure she'll be fine. Obviously alongside Millie Bright and Alex Greenwood, a lot of experience there to help her out. And hopefully she can make a claim as well for a place in the World Cup squad, of course, next year. It's not that long now, is it, really? There's not many games now to play for England between now and the World Cup squad being announced. So it's a good opportunity for some of these players. And a few on the bench as well. Gabby George is on the bench. She didn't get to come on the other night. Katie Robinson as well. She's on the bench again. She never gets to come on. Of course, Jess Park, who scored after 10 seconds of coming on the other night of her first touch. So she's on the bench again. Will she have a big impact tonight? And of course, Alicia Russo as well. She is on the bench tonight, along with Ebony Salmon as well. And Georgia Stanway.
She did well when she come on as well.
Yeah, she did do well.
She
yeah,
made the goal,
she made 2 goals.
Yeah,
she made 2 goals. So yeah, she did do well. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see them coming off the bench later on. I'm sure
we've
they
got quality on the bench, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, and Esme Morgan as well, who started the other night. She's on the bench because Alex Greenwood is back fit. She was injured the other night, couldn't play. Lucy Bronstill isn't back in the squad. She tested positive for COVID, I think, so she was missing the other night. She's still missing today. And we know, of course, Beth Mead, unfortunately, had to leave the squad over the last few days due to family issues. Don't really know what's happened, but we wish her all the best. Hope it's nothing too serious. And hopefully she'll be back playing on Saturday for Arsenal against Manchester United. Of course, big game at the Emirates. So hopefully she'll be back for that one. But we'll have to see. And of course, Lotta Wilber-Moy pulled out of the squad as well today, didn't she? With a slight little injury, they said. But, I don't think it's too serious. She probably wouldn't have played anyway. She's not really got much minutes on the pitch recently for England anyway. But she's gone back to Arsenal to get a little bit of treatment, hopefully ahead of the game on Saturday, because we're going to need her because we're a bit short-staffed in that game as well, aren't we, at the minute, with a few injuries. So, so a few injuries, obviously, for England at this moment in time. Maybe the stress of all the games that we've had. Obviously, the Euros through the summer, there's been a lot of games played already this season, and, it's a big schedule, isn't it? And I think maybe it's starting to, have a toll. Lauren Hemp's out with a little injury as well. So, yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? I suppose we want the women's game to grow. It's going to grow by playing more games, but then the players are going to be more likely to get injured, and then you get teams where you don't have the best players playing. But it'd be an interesting game tonight because I say there's a few new players in the team to see how they get on, and obviously see how Norway respond to that 8-0 defeat that we gave them last time. We've got Kate in the chat. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in again. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the game. England are playing in the orange kit again, as we were, of course, the other night. The Dutch kind of looking kit for Serena, of course, and it's a very nice kit. So, as you can see, we've got it on and we like it as well. So, England are playing in it again, and we've won every single time we've played in it previously. So, hopefully, we can do that again. We can do it again tonight in this kit. Norway are in white with like a little red kind of pattern on there. Guru Wright is their captain. Of course, the Chelsea player. She plays with Chelsea. Yeah, very good player, Guru Wright, and she's probably their best player. It's going to be Norway to kick off. The players are just taking a knee. Of course, they still do it in the women's game every single game. It's going to be Norway to kick off. Saying white shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks. They're attacking a goal to our left in the first half. England, I say, all in the orange, the Dutch-looking kit, and we are off and underway. Norway in possession straight away, coming forward actually in the very first few seconds here on the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be a shot comes in, is it? No, the ball goes out wide, but it's cut out actually by Niamh Charles. Good bit of defending there from the Chelsea defender. It was a good run forward actually there. Not really tracked. It was Lisa Narsland, who plays for Brunn in Norway. She was allowed to run forward there a long way with the ball, and in the end, the pass was cut out by Niamh Charles. England now back in possession. There was a free kick. We've played 45 seconds, a bit of a shaky start from England, but we're in possession now. Tom's in the chat. How you doing, Tom? Good to see you, mate. He says, hi, Rich and Paula.
Hiya.
Good to see you, Tom. Hope you well. Hope you enjoyed the show last night. It was good fun, I thought. Kate says, if we win this, will we be unbeaten in 2022? Yes, we will, yeah. If we don't lose, we'll be unbeaten, yeah, in 2022.
Oh, wow.
Which would be good. It would, yeah. We've played a lot of games in 2022 as well. I'm not sure how many it is, but we've probably played, getting off of 20 games in this calendar year, with the Euros, the build-up games to the Euros, World Cup qualifiers, these friendlies, and it would be amazing, wouldn't it, to go through the whole year unbeaten. And yeah, we've got a great opportunity to do that tonight.
Come on.
We are coming forward now over on that far side with Charles plays the ball back to Alex Greenwood back in the side, of course, following that injury. Kira Walsh plays it back to Charles over on that far side. Chloe Kelly tries to go past the defender, but she's robbed there, and Norway can come forward. I think this is going to be a bigger test for us than it was the other night against Japan, and Norway are in here. An opportunity inside the first couple of minutes, a shot inside the box. Good save from Ellie Roebuck. Almost a goal there for Norway very, very early on in this game. It was an effort there from Javi, actually. Got clear. He may well have been offside, but it wasn't given. It was a counter-attack there from Norway run into the box there, a left-footed shot. It was on target. It was a good save actually from Eddie Roebuck, down to her right-hand side. Put under pressure there from the Tissier, but she did manage to get a shot away. It is going to be a corner to Norway. They've had 2 opportunities already in this early stage. That corner comes in, the edge of the 6-yard box. England don't really clear it away. Shot comes in again, it's blocked.
Get it away.
And then Millie Bright does Millie Bright things by hammering the ball up the other end of the pitch, which is where we need it to be. But Norway have started this game pretty brightly, actually.
Definitely up for it, aren't they?
Yeah, I think England maybe a little bit disjointed, with a slightly different team, a few different players in. Maybe that's had an effect a little bit. But yeah, it's not been a great start from England, and Norway could already be in front. We've only played 3 minutes, but it is still 0-0.
Yeah, we just need to settle down.
Yeah, we need to settle down, get a foot on the ball, and just slow the pace down a little bit. Get 2 or 3 passes going, and hopefully we can settle into the game. But yeah, it's been quite a difficult start for England. I say I had a feeling Norway would be up for this game following that game last time, the 8-0. There's no way they're going to want to get beaten again. Certainly not in that sort of way. And of course, England are missing a lot of players from that game, of course, including Beth Mead, of course, who scored a hat-trick that night, didn't she?
Oh, wow.
And of course, Ellen White as well, who's no longer playing for England anymore. Of course, she scored in that game as well, didn't she? And Russo come off the bench and got a couple of goals, so she may well do the same tonight. But England coming forward for the first time over on that far side. Lauren James there just held up a little bit. The ball falls back to Niamh Charles and she plays it to Alex Greenwood. Now it's Millie Bright inside the centre circle for England. This is so it's been a tricky start, this. But that's a long ball over the top from Alex Greenwood, looking for Nikita Paris, an opportunity for her to start a game for England. She hasn't started a game for a long time, actually, has she, for England at all? So good to see her getting an opportunity. And she's playing quite well for Manchester United. She was offside then, actually. She just timed her run a little bit too. She went a little bit too early there, Paris, and she was offside. But so it's good to see her playing well for Manchester United. It's unfortunate it didn't quite work out for her. Arsenal did it last season, but she is a very good player. She works extremely hard, and it's good to have her back in the Lionesses team. Callum says there, what channel is it on? It's on ITV4. If you're in England, it's on ITV4. If you're elsewhere in the world, then I'm not sure where the coverage will be, but it is ITV4. And the Norwegian goalkeeper Mikkelsen has just kicked the ball out for a throw swinger over on that far side, which was taken quickly by Charles. She finds Greenwood and then plays it inside to Kira Walsh. Dinks the ball over the top, looking for Paris again. She wins a header, but the ball just gets cleared away over on that far side by Norway. But England are just getting a little bit more possession, starting to settle into this game following that rather shaky start. Chloe Kelly now over on that far side. She put some great crosses in, didn't she, against Japan on Friday? Set up a lot of chances. One of the goals came from one of her crosses as well, didn't it? So hopefully she can do the same again tonight. Charles on the ball now. She had a great game on Friday. Tried to find Lauren James, but the Norwegian defence have dealt with it. And now Norway coming forward again. Good defending from Millie Bright. I think that was Guru right in there who could have been through. But England now back in possession. Ella Toone plays out to that far side. Lauren James came off the bench. A good impact, didn't she, on Friday? Her and Emily Salmon did really well, didn't they, when they come on? Yeah, they both played well. And Lauren James gets an opportunity from the start tonight. Millie Bright with that ball over the top. All the defender actually missed it for Norway, but it's run all the way through to goalkeeper Mikkelsen. And it is still England 0, Norway 0. But England finally starting to settle into this game. It was a very fast start from Norway, but I seem to remember the game in the Euros was a bit like that. Norway actually started quite well that night, and then in the end, England obviously settled in, got the goals and ran away with it. But Norway are starting brightly in this game, and they're coming forward again over on this near side, just inside the penalty. A good defending that was there from Alex Greenwood. The cross comes in towards the far post, but Millie Bright's there with a good header. I think that was a shot there from a Norwegian player on the edge of the box, but it wasn't a very good shot, and it actually goes out to that far side. But Norway have picked up possession again, but that's a mistake. And now Kira Walsh can bring the ball forward. She's got bodies in front of her. Instead, she just holds the ball up on halfway and then plays it up the line. That's a good ball, actually. It's Chloe Kelly can run at the Norway defence. Plays it inside to Lauren James on the edge of the Norwegian penalty. Back out again to Kelly. Can she get a cross in? She can, but it's deflected. And Norway deal with that. And England very high up the pitch. There's a lot of space in behind. Callum says, what number on the TV? It depends on who your TV's with. I don't really know. You just have to flick through. On our telly, it is. I will tell you what channel it is. Hang on. Actually, no, I won't. That's not the right button, is it? How do we know which channel it is? Well, on our telly, it's channel 818, but that's HD. on Sky. I don't know what telly you've got, so you'll have to switch around. But it is 8-1-8 on our telly. Anyway, the ball is now with Alex Greenwood for England, just inside the centre circle. Plays it forward to Ella Toon, just lays it off to Millie Bright. England settled down a bit now. This is looking a little bit better from England, but we still haven't created any opportunities yet. We've played 7.5 minutes here in Mercia, so the same stadium that we played so well in the other night, but it's not been a great start, and England just lost the ball again. Maybe all these changes are having an impact, maybe the team doesn't really look particularly smooth at this moment in time, but good tackle there on that far side. It looked like a good tackle from Chloe Kelly, but actually the referee has given a free kick to Norway. Thought Kelly won the ball there, but obviously the referee thought otherwise. She did kind of put a body in front of her maybe, but yeah, perhaps that is a foul, but very soft, and it is going to be a free kick to Norway. They're just showing that opportunity that Norway had very early in this game. A good save actually from Eddie Rowe. Good defending actually from Lionessses. She got back and did enough to put her off, and that maybe was crucial in the end. I think that shot may have been going wide anyway, but it was a decent save. But good defending from Lionessses. She did well to get back there and made it difficult. That was maybe the crucial intervention. Norway have just played the ball out over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to England. Neve Charles takes it, gets the ball back again off Kira Walsh. Plays it square in to Millie Bright, lets it run across her body, and now she finds Letitia on this near side. Letitia gives it back to Millie Bright. It's strange, isn't it, that May Letitia is also from Guernsey, where Matthew Letitia is from.
I keep thinking you're Matt Letitia.
But they're not related, which is strange. There can't be too many Letitia families in Guernsey, but they're not related at all. Anyway, that's a bit strange, isn't it? But it is May Letitia's debut for England, of course. Matt played a few times for the men's team, didn't he? Not as many as he maybe could have done, really, for what a great player he was. But anyway, they aren't related, which just to clear that up, as some people think that they are, but apparently they're not. So anyway, it's a throw to Norway on this near side, and it is going to be the number 2, which is Stontevold, who's going to take that throw. And it's gone out actually for a throw to England, so that didn't go too well, did it, for Norway? England back in possession with Alex Greenwood now, very central, just inside the England half. Kira Walsh now on halfway, plays the ball up the near side, looking for Nikita Paris. Paris has got it back again. Can she keep it in? She can. Nikita Paris now plays it up the line for Ella Toon. Ella Toon tried to backheel it back to her, but actually Norway don't deal with that particularly well. Paris has done well over on that near side to win the ball back. Now she finds Letitia. It's back again with Paris. Plays it square in to Alex Greenwood. That's a nice ball in, looking for Lauren James, but it was just slightly behind her. And Norway managed to get possession again. And now it's back with the Norwegian goalkeeper, Mikkelsen, who plays for Brun as well, one of the top sides in Norway, of course. They've got a few in this side tonight. A couple who play for Roma as well, actually, in Italy. And there is a few, as we said before, that do play in the WSL for various different teams, including, of course, Arsenal on the bench for Freedom Island tonight. And I'll say I'd be quite happy if she stays there. One, because she's a very good player, and obviously it'd be difficult for us against her, but also because I'm more worried about her being fit for Saturday's game, because Arsenal have got a lot of injuries at the minute. Anyway, with England in possession over on that far side with Neve Charles. She plays it back to Alex Greenwood. And England are now looking at the better team in terms of possession. We're not creating anything really, but Norway have just got everybody behind the ball, looking to make it difficult for us. Obviously, when we played them in the Euros, that didn't happen, did it? Once we got one goal, they completely just opened up and let us run through them for fun, really. And we got all those goals, and they're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. You can see how they're defending in this game already. But England are now coming forward over on that far side. This is a good run, actually, by Ella Toon. Plays the ball out to the far side to Chloe Kelly. She's won a corner, for England. She has England's first corner. This is a bit better now. That was good play there from Ella Toon. Got the ball, decided to run at that Norwegian defence over on the far side. Found Chloe Kelly, and she tried to knock it past the defender. It was good play, actually. A good tackle there by Belgia, and it has gone out for a corner, to England on this near side. Of course, no Beth Mead to take the corners tonight. But it is going to be Chloe Kelly with this one over on that far side. Can England get the early goal? We've played 12 minutes here in Mercia. It's still England 0, Norway 0. This corner coming in from the far side, England's left. It's low in towards the near post. Not a great corner, actually, and it's cleared away by the Norwegian defence. It was something a bit different, I suppose. They were trying something a bit different, putting a low corner into the near post, but unfortunately it didn't go particularly well, and Norway cleared it away. Yeah, maybe get it into the box. You know, we're quite good. You know, we've got Millie Bright. She's good in the air. Alex Greenwood is good with her head as well. Yeah, we've got a few, so that would have been a better option maybe. But anyway, maybe next time, next corner we will. Anyway, England are back in possession again over on the far side with Kira Walsh plays it back to Neve Charles plays it back to Alex Greenwood. Just about on halfway line now, just stops and looks for some options in front of her. There's not a lot of movement actually from the England players, very static. And that's why we're not really able to get the ball forward. Alex Greenwood now have a ball over the top. That was a little bit better looking for Nikita Paris. It's falling instead to Lauren James running at that Norwegian defence. She's done well, James. A little bit of space out here on this near side for Letitia. Plays the ball back square to Ella Toon. The pass then went between Kira Walsh and Lauren James. They made runs opposite to each other, and the ball went between both of them. And now Norway back in possession over on the far side. But that wasn't a great play from them, and England have picked up the ball again. But was it Ella Toon? Oh no, sorry, it was Kira Walsh. She just ran the ball straight into a Norwegian player who picked up possession again. That was Narsland. It's been a bit scrappy to start of this game actually from England. And Norway now have got an opportunity over on that far side. They know they haven't because it was a foul on Alex Greenwood there. The Norwegian player Hogg there was protested her innocence, but it was given as a foul. It was just as well for England actually because she would have been in there because Greenwood was the last defender. I don't know. She did. Greenwood kind of stopped in front of her. Not sure if that was a foul really, but anyway, we'll take it. And England have now took the free kick. And Alex Greenwood's back in possession now. Plays it short to Millie Bright. Plays it into the centre circle to Kira Walsh right on halfway. Plays it out to Alex Greenwood on the far side. Back in to Millie Bright. England just looking to just get some possession of it without really going too far. That's played forward though into Chloe Kelly. Flicks it in towards the penalty area. He was looking for the runner. Daly, the goalkeeper's made a bit of a mess of it. Came back off Rachel Daly. Could have gone anywhere actually. Instead, it's gone behind for a goal kick. But that's really the first involvement Rachel Daly's had in this game so far. We just haven't gotten the ball into the penalty area. And it was a poor kicker actually. It hit Rachel Daly inside the 6-yard box, but she couldn't direct the ball towards the goal, and it is a goal kick to Norway. But yeah, it's the first real moment that Rachel Daly's even had the ball so far. We played 15 minutes nearly. It just shows how England haven't really managed to get the ball forward at all. But that's good defending from Letitia again. Wins the throw for England on this near side right in front of the dugouts. And we need to get Rachel Daly more into the game if we're going to create anything. Rachel Daly did have a touch there, played the ball back to Letitia. Now it's gone all the way back to Millie Bright. Now it's square to Alex Greenwood. England have certainly had most of the possession in the last 3 or 4 minutes, but not really getting the ball into that Norwegian penalty area. They've got a throw now, though, over on that far side, just in from the corner flag. It was Chloe Kelly again. All our attack have come down that far side. England's left, actually, and he's opening 15 minutes. We haven't come down the right-hand side at all. But anyway, Norway now have got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Good play there, though, from Kira Walsh. Wins the ball back. Actually, wasn't it? It was Neve Charles. And then that's played out to the far side of Chloe Kelly again. Can she run at that Norwegian defence? She does, but the defender does well, actually. It's a good tackle. But the ball does fall to Charles again. Plays it square to Greenwood and now to Millie Bright. England have got a little bit more options here now. We do come over this right-hand side. Maya Letitia, she's got Nikita Paris in front of her, but instead she goes back, put under a bit of pressure, actually, Maya Letitia, but she does well and plays it back into the centre circle to Alex Greenwood. 16 minutes played. Lauren James now in possession, turns, plays it out to the far side to Charles, gets it back again. The two Chelsea teammates there. Now it's with Kira Walsh. It's back with Charles again, cuts inside. And again, England are moving the ball square, but without really coming forward with it. But that's better for Millie Bright. It's laid off there from Ella Toon to Letitia on this near side. Lines up across. It's not a bad cross either, but there's no England player there. It's headed down by the Norwegian defence. And they don't really deal with that particularly well, but they've got it clear now. And Guru Wright gets possession. It has been quite a scrappy game so far, it has to be said. Not really too much pattern to the play. England just passing the ball sideways without really looking too threatening. And every time we play the ball forward, the final ball's not been great. And Norway have dealt with it pretty comfortably. And that's what's just happened there. But England are back in possession with Ella Toon. She's got Paris outside her. She finds her, gets the ball back to her Man United teammate Le Tissier, who then plays it square into the centre circle again to Alex Greenwood. This has been the pattern so far, really, for England. Sideways passing without really any penetration going forward. Millie Bright now looking to make things happen. Plays the ball forward up this near side to Nikita Paris. Again, though, she's forced square back to Millie Bright. And she pings that ball over to the far side, headed on by Charles to find Chloe Kelly, who's probably been our most lively attacking player in his opening stage. She's done well again, Chloe Kelly. Can she get a cross in? She can. It's got a deflection that is going to come into the arms of the goalkeeper at full stretch there, the Norwegian goalkeeper. And a bit of pressure from Rachel Daly. But Chloe Kelly again done well, actually, over on that far side. Managed to cut back in, got a cross in, but it took a deflection. In fact, it was pretty good defending from Norway, actually. Rachel Daly came across to try to put the goalkeeper under pressure, but she was never going to get there. And Norway just get possession again. It is going to be goalkeeper Mikkelsen's going to kick this ball long, but it's not a great kick, actually. In fact, it doesn't go very far at all. Nikita Paris is underneath that, heads it forward, looking for Rachel Daly, but again, there's nothing in front of us, so she has to turn back. That was good, though. Maya Le Tissier up this near side, gets it back from Paris. This was good play from England. Maya Le Tissier didn't seem as though she wanted to run forward. Maybe that's her natural defensive side of her game coming through then. Nikita Paris has done well, and she's won a corner, I think, for England on this near side. She did well there, Nikita Paris. Maya Le Tissier, though, she was in a little bit of space there. Nice 1-2 she played with Nikita, but she didn't really want to run on and try to get a cross in, and instead sort of stopped the attack and gave it back to Nikita Paris. So I just think maybe playing as a fullback, sometimes you've got to take a risk, haven't you, and go forward a little bit more. It's not a natural position, though, is it? Anyway, Rachel Daly now on this near side. Can she get a cross in? She can towards the near post. In fact, the Norwegian defence missed it. Lauren James was coming in. In fact, Lauren James has won the ball back again. The shot comes in from Nikita Paris, just inside the penalty area, but it's gone wide of that far post. And it remains 0-0. And although we did have an opportunity there, it was pretty scrappy, actually. A clearance by the Norwegian defence hit Lauren James, fell to Nikita Paris. We didn't really create the chance. It was kind of given to us in a lot of ways. But Nikita Paris couldn't keep her shot down, and it's gone high over the bar. It's a goal kick to Norway, which Mikkelsen, the goalkeeper, is going to take. This one's a little bit better, reaches halfway, but really bright to have a good header. Again, Nikita Paris in possession. Finds Lauren James again. Of course, those two know each other quite well, don't they? Anyway, the ball played out to that far side with Charles again. A little bit of space for her, but again, we've forced backwards and sideways to Kira Walsh. And it's back with Alex Greenwood again. We've played 20 minutes, so we're nearly halfway through the first half. It's been a very scrappy game, but England are starting to find our passing, but not really in the final third. That ball dinked over the top for Millie Bright. That's a good ball. Can Nikita Paris get in behind the Norwegian defence? No, she can't, because it was good defending, actually. And then Paris has given away a free kick, a little bit over-enthusiastic she was there to try and win the ball, and it was a foul there on Helga, and it is a free kick to Norway. It was a good ball over the top for Millie Bright, but decent defending from Norway. They do seem very, very determined that they're not going to give England too many clear opportunities tonight following that game in the Euros, which you can maybe understand. So England are going to have to be a little bit smarter in that final third if we're going to start creating some chances, but it hasn't been a great start really from England, but we are in position now. Rachel Daly does really well, holds the ball up. Now she finds Ella Toon, plays the ball in towards the edge of the paint. Lauren James, she's got 2-3 defenders around her, and she's not able to get past them. And the ball now goes back to the goalkeeper Mikkelsen, who goes long in towards the midfield, but she can't kick it very far. Now Nikita Paris is in. Is she on this near side? No, she isn't. Again, it's good defending from Norway. Now the goalkeeper can't kick it very far. Actually, she struggled a little bit, a couple of times. And this is going to be a throw to England on this near side. Maya Le Tissier it was, who won the tackle there.
She's not afraid to get tackled.
She's had a good start to the game, Maya Le Tissier, actually. A couple of good defensive bits of play from her. And she's taking this throw now on this near side, England's right. Plays it inside to Daly, gets it back again at Le Tissier. That's a loose ball there. That is a loose ball straight to a Norwegian player now. Norway on the counter-attack. Are they going to get an opportunity again to take the lead? But actually, that wasn't a great pass. Kira Walsh got in the way of that. And England clear. Well, no, they don't. Le Tissier is caught out again, and there's a little bit of space on its near side across towards the penalty spot. A shot comes in from Guru Right, but she's put it wide at the near post. That was mistake after mistake there from England. Two actually from we've just seen how well Le Tissier was playing. She just made two mistakes, which could have easily cost us a goal. The first one was a poor ball across the pitch, and then she got caught in possession there. over on at this near side, and the cross came in. It found Guru Wrighton, who we know how dangerous that she can be, Guru Wrighton, but on that particular occasion, she put the ball wide of that near post.
Bad.
It was bad. Letitia twice there. She just needs to get her confidence back again. Hopefully it won't be affected too much by those two quick mistakes. Nikita Paris now plays the ball back in to Ella Toon. Now it's back to Millie Bright. Maybe again that's because Letitia is playing in a slightly unusual position for her. That may account for those couple of mistakes she's made. Let's hope she'll settle down again. Alex Greenwood now in possession for England inside at the centre circle. The game's playing quite a slow pace, really. There's not a lot of quick passing from either side, but England are now coming forward over on the far side. Lauren James, though, plays it back into the centre circle to the captain, Millie Bright. Now it's with Mel Letitia again. Plays the ball forward. That's better. A little flick on by Ella Toon, but she gets it back off a Norwegian defender. But that's another poor ball again. When we get into that final third, the final ball is really, really poor. And not great.
I'm not used to them being like this, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a lot of changes to the team, isn't it? I think that's probably why. I think that the reason is because it is changes to the team, and they're not really gelling yet. Norway trying to come forward again. Guru Wrighton it is in possession, plays it back. Norway again coming forward on this near side, and that's a poor ball. Actually, it's gone out for a throw to England on the near side. It was Engen with that pass there, but it went out, and it is a throw to England, which Letitia is going to take. We've played nearly 24 minutes. England 0, Norway 0. It hasn't been a great England performance up till now, it has to be said, but there's still plenty of time. But Norway are coming forward now. The ball played across towards the edge of the penalty. A shot comes in. That was from Narsland, but it's gone harmlessly wide. Didn't get hold of that shot at all. Narsland there, and it's gone by for a goal kick to England. Serena's making a few notes.
Making some notes there.
I think she needs to make some notes, maybe just to make a few little adjustments here, because it's not working for England in this game so far. But this is where the manager, earns their money, don't they? And that's what they need to do. LJ says there, the commentator said Letitia isn't related to Matt, but it's weird because they're both from the Isle of Man, so they must be related like way back. They're both from Guernsey, not the Isle of Man. They're both from Guernsey, but yeah, they're not related apparently. So there must be two Letitia families on a little island. But anyway, there you go. Kate says there are too many poor balls. Yeah, we are. Our pass has not been very good, especially in the final third. We're all right just passing it square along the back, but when we try and go forward, that's when it's a poor ball. There's poor balls there when we do that. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on, but there's a ball over the top there from Millie Bright looking for Nikita Paris. Again, it's good defending actually. Again, it was Holt there that they seem to be coming into battle between them two there with Paris, but a little ball over the top from Millie Bright. But yeah, it's not quite happening for England at all yet. This is not the England Lionesses team that we're used to seeing.
No,
very flat, a lot of mistakes, a lot of poor passing, very slow.
They look like where's the ideas?
Yeah,
got no ideas on how to get it forward at the moment.
I just think maybe it's just because the changes to the team, and there's some new players in, and there's no fluency to the side. There's a lot of new players actually. Yeah, there is, and a couple of people maybe not in their best positions, and it's a little bit. It's a bit of a hodgepodge of a team in a way, and the performance reflects that. But we have still got quality on the pitch, and I'm sure it will come through at some stage. But at this moment in time, it hasn't been great from England. Norway have just given the ball away. Have they? No, they haven't. They just managed to keep possession. But that long ball over the top is going to run through to Eddie Roebuck. Made that good save, actually, didn't she, in the first couple of minutes? But that's the only real shot at goal that we've had from either side so far. It's been on target anyway. Nikita Paris fired well over the top for England. Guru Wrighton just shot wide a while ago for Norway, who have looked a lot more direct when they've got the ball. They're coming forward a lot quicker, getting it, looking on the counter-attack. And they've looked a little bit more dangerous in the final third than England have so far. But England have had a lot more possession, but in non-dangerous areas. But now we've got an opportunity. Ella Toon on the edge of the box. In case you get a shot in. Instead, she finds Nikita Paris just inside the area. She lays it off, but that's a poor ball, really. But Letitia's had to stretch for it. And in the end, she was beaten to the ball and she's given away a free kick. That wasn't a great ball to her from Nikita Paris, actually. You can't really blame Letitia for that particular one there, because she was always going to struggle to get there. and in the end, she conceded the free kick. But England didn't make the most of that attack either. Ella Toone had a little bit of space initially. Instead of having a shot, she played it square to Nikita, and she didn't really get that pass off cleanly at all. And it's now a free kick to Norway over on this near side. It's flicked on, actually. It's going to come through, is it? But Ellie Roebuck's out of her area, does well. Kicks it forward towards halfway, and now England have picked it up.
Come on.
Nikita Paris now on this near side. But again, the forward pass is cut off by the Norwegian defence, and we're forced backwards again. Serena's now out of the dugout. She's obviously not happy with this performance.
I'm frustrated.
Yeah, it's not happened for England at all.
No.
It just hasn't happened at all so far in this
Very
game.
frustrating.
28 minutes we've played, and England haven't really created anything. And Norway have had a couple of opportunities at the other end. So, yeah, not been a great performances from the Lionesses. So we're not used to it because we're so used to how well they've been playing for the last year or so. And this is a very flat performance, but hopefully it will improve. But that was a poor ball forward again from Kira Walsh. Went straight to a Norwegian defender. There's not a lot of movement in front of her, to be fair. And she's trying to maybe look for someone to make a run, and no one's moving too much. And the pass is just being cut off easily by the Norwegian defence. So that's the problem at the moment. But Chloe Kelly just won the ball back well.
Come on.
It's fallen to Ella Toone, plays it forward to, this is with Kira Walsh. But again, Kira Walsh not at her best so far in this game. And she's given the ball away again. And Norway pick up possession. And that's been the story of this first half so far. A lot of England possession, but a lot of sloppy passing in the final third. And Norway have just copied that, actually, with a sloppy ball forward. And it's run all the way through to Laetitia, and she's played it back to goalkeeper Ellie Roebuck. We've played 29 minutes. It hasn't been 29 very good minutes from an England point of view, but we are coming forward now. Let's hope we can find some attack. Chloe Kelly's now come over to the near side. She swapped with Nikita Paris. They've sort of swapped over. I think Chloe Kelly's a bit more effective on the right, actually. And that seems to be where she does her best.
Good.
Yeah, she's good.
She's had a good game compared to everybody else.
No, she has, but they're maybe trying to get her in the game more by bringing her over to this side. And she's on the ball now. Chloe Kelly runs past the defender, gets a cross in. That's a good ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Nobody in there. Rachel Daly was a little bit slow. That's the sort of cross that Alicia Russo would be attacking. Mm-hmm. Rachel Daly is a different type of forward, isn't she? And that's not really her strength. But it was a good ball. And Kelly's come over to the right-hand side and immediately makes an impact. But he's over on that far side now with Neve Charles, plays it in to.
Come on, we just want one goal.
Now it's with Lauren James. Lauren James has done well. Can she get a shot away? She can, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. That was much better from England, though.
Come on.
Lauren James there got past one or two challenges on the edge of the box, fired a shot in, but it did go straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But at least England a little bit more direct there. Lauren James hit that shot left-footed from the edge of the area, but it was far too straight at the goalkeeper. But at least we have tested the goalkeeper finally. It's took half an hour, but we finally she's had to wake up. Kate says they're not at our best tonight. No, we're not. No. And I say a lot of it's to do with the players we've got missing. You know, we've got pretty much 3 or 4 of our best players not playing tonight because of injuries and one thing or another. So
they're just losing the ball more quickly than they would normally.
Beth Mead's not here, Lauren Hemp's not here.
Lucy Bronze,
Lucy Bronze, Leah Williamson, all these are great players and they make a difference. Obviously,
all
a big difference. And the players that have come in, some of them haven't really played too much for the Lionesses, have they? Recently, and it kind of shows. We look a little bit disjointed, but.
But come on.
We have still got quality on the pitch, and let's hope that someone can do so. Ella Toone now try to play the ball through to Rachel Daly, but again, see the movement from Daly isn't the best. It hasn't been the best in this game so far. And another attack breaks down, and Norway can come forward up this near side with Horvath plays it in. This is a nice play actually from Norway. It's a cross coming in from this near side towards the edge of the penalty area. England don't really clear. A shot comes in from distance, but it's over the top. That was from Niles, and she's had a couple of shots, but they've all been over the top or wide. But
I think we're pretty lucky. It's Norway trying to score, and not with America or Spain.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think if we were playing an American team or someone like that, we'd have a stronger side out, wouldn't we? Russo would be playing, Stanway would be playing, and stuff like that.
Where's Stanway?
On the bench. Just obviously resting and giving other people a chance, resting some players. So we've got a lot of players missing. So it is what it is really, and hopefully we can still manage to find a way to win. Anyway, Ella Toon now coming forward. Again, though, it's quite slow. Chloe Kelly now very central. Thinks a good ball. That's a very good ball. Header comes in. Oh, it's in. And suddenly from nothing we've scored. It's Rachel Daly again with the goal. We were just saying we needed some sort of spark. A great cross. It is Chloe Kelly. She's been the best player for England. That was a great cross from her from a very central position. Whipped it towards the far post. Rachel's come in with a header.
Come on.
She found a corner of the net, and finally England have scored with one of our first real attacks. And Rachel Daly, of course, scored the first goal the other night, and she scored the first goal again. And that was a nice header, actually. Good cross there from Kelly. It was all about the cross. She was just onside. A defender ran back with a lovely ball into the box. And a good header, really good header into the corner, far corner of the net. And Nikita Paris was coming in behind her. So if Rachel hadn't got there, perhaps Nikita Paris might have done. But it's a good header. It's a good goal. Really good cross again from Chloe Kelly. That's the sort of cross you want for your centre forward, don't you? And it's a good header from about 12 yards into that bottom corner. Good goal. And England do finally lead. Yeah, mate, it's not our best performance. We probably don't deserve it, but sometimes, you know, that's what happens, isn't it? When you're a good team, you don't always have to play well, do you? Kate says yes, indeed. It was a nice goal, actually. I say we've got the quality in this team, even with players missing, and it showed you, didn't it? A great cross and a great header, and that's what we can do. And yeah, not you know, is it a deserved lead? Maybe not the way that we've played,
but we'll take it.
But we'll take it, yeah. And it was a nice goal. It was a well worked goal, and I say it just goes to show what we can do. But Norway are looking to try to get themselves back in the game again. Yeah. So they've probably had more of the chances in this opening 35 minutes, but it's England with the goal, and hopefully it's going to be the springboard for us to go on and win the game and maybe get our performance a little bit better. Coming forward now, Kira Walsh, ball over the top, looking for the run of Nikita Paris. But again, Norway cleared that away.
Come on.
Now England coming forward again with Ella Toon. There's Letitia, got a little bit of space on this near side. Instead it goes to Kelly again. Kelly can run at this Norway defence. Yes, can she get another crossing again? It's another good cross to the far post, but again, no one's attacking it. And it's going to run all the way through to the far side. Can Nikita Paris keep it in? She does.
Yes, she
Nikita Paris has done really well.
What's that?
The referee stopped the game. The Norway player did end up running into the advertising board over the far side. It wasn't a foul.
No, it wasn't a foul at all.
Yes, there's a little injury problem, and maybe it was the right thing to stop it, but hopefully she hasn't given a foul. Because it wasn't a foul. Nikita Paris just won the ball.
Yeah.
And the Norwegian player ended up running into the ball at the far side. And
she just went in and
crashed over the ball, actually.
She just went,
it would have hurt. She was a little bit
probably
injury
got winded,
but I think the referee may well have given a free kick, which I didn't think it was. I just thought it was good play from Paris. I thought she did well. But it is a free kick by the look of it. She doesn't want any treatment, a Norwegian player. She's going to be fine. It's number 10.
I thought Paris did well there to keep it in.
Yeah, she did. She did do well, but the referee's given a free kick. Probably because the player got injured and so she's given a free kick. But it wasn't a free kick. It should have been a drop ball. But anyway, it is a free kick to Norway over on that far side. A little bit of a strange decision by the referee there, actually, because she didn't initially give the free kick. It seemed like she only gave it after the player was injured, which shouldn't really make any difference. It's either a foul or it isn't.
Because someone's injured.
Her momentum took her into the balls. Anyway, England are back in possession, though, with Millie Bright midway inside the England half. We played 36 minutes. England won. Norway nil. That goal from Rachel Daly. And England coming forward again. Greenwood with a ball over the top, looking for.
Come on.
It falls to the edge of the box. A shot comes in. I think it was Ella Toon with that effort. In fact, it was Rachel Daly again. And that's just drifted wide of the post. But that was, again, it's a bit better from England. They're just showing a goal again, actually. That cross from Kelly and the header from Rachel Daly. The goalkeeper had no chance. Wasn't great positioning from the goalkeeper. She was going to her left and the header went to her right, so she was never going to get there. And there was just another opportunity there for Rachel Daly again. She hasn't really been in the game that much, but she's got herself a goal, and that's what, as a centre forward, that's what you've got to do, haven't you? You might not get many touches of the ball sometimes, but when you do, you've got to take your chance when it comes along. She did, and it was a good header. But England still haven't really settled into this game particularly well. Anyway, ball over the top there from Ella2, looking for the run of Daly again. In fact, he's headed on by a Norway defender, but Nikita Paris is going to get there over on the far side. She's done well. Nikita Paris, what's the cross like? It's not bad. Into the near post, header comes in again. It was Rachel Daly. She couldn't direct that one on target. Really good play again from Paris. In fact, switching the two wingers over has made a difference. Nikita looks better on that left-hand side, cutting in onto her right foot, and Chloe Kelly looks a lot more dangerous over on the right. So that's a good switch. If that's what Serena came out of a box for to do that, then it goes to show how clever she is as a coach, because she spotted that and she's made that change and it's worked because it's brought us to goal. And we do look a lot more fluid going forward now. And I say that's a good cross there from Nikita Paris, putting it into the box. And again, Daly was looking to get on the end of it, but she couldn't quite direct that one towards the goal. But again, England coming forward on that far side. Lauren James now having a run at that Norway defence. She's just inside the penalty area, Lauren James. Can she get a cross into the near post? She can, but it's headed out by the Norwegian defence. But that was good play again from Lauren James. She's a strong runner with the ball. She went past a couple of challenges, but the cross was defended well. And Nikita Paris has done well again over on that far side. Won a throw. She's looked a lot more effective over on that left-hand side, actually. Maybe she should have played there a bit more for Arsenal, really, when she was there, rather than she tended to play more on the right, didn't she? Anyway, England now in possession again. A ball played in to Chloe Kelly on the edge of the box, twisting and turning. Played the ball to either over-hit pass out to Letitia. Couldn't do a lot with that. It's gone out for a throw to Norway on this near side. But England have got themselves in front without really being that impressive, actually. But anyway, we'll take the lead, and hopefully in the second half we'll play better. We've got
I think she may make
6 minutes
changes.
6 minutes at half time. There won't be a lot of stoppage time, we wouldn't imagine, because there hasn't been too many hold-ups in this game. Just that one there where the Norwegian player went into the balls at the side of the pitch. Kate says, it seems like the goal has given us a bit of a lift. Yeah, slightly. We're still not playing particularly well, though, are we? But anyway, we're coming forward again. This is better. Oh, that pass there from Ella Toom is just behind Nikita Paris. And it just doesn't quite, we haven't quite linked up in that final third as well as we normally would have done. And is that because of the changes? Quite possibly. You know, we're missing some key attacking players, aren't we? Well, in fact, our sort of first choice front three, you'd have to say, is probably Lauren Hemp, Beth Mead and Alicia Russo. And Russo is on the bench. The other two aren't here due to injuries and personal issues. So it's obviously made a difference, hasn't it? And we've got Simonson in the chat there says, go Norway. No, we don't want Norway to do well, do we? I'm assuming you're Norwegian. Good to see you, but we don't want your team to win. But anyway, it is England currently winning, which has been good, even if the performance hasn't been. But we'll see what happens. And Norway have got a free kick now, just inside their own half, taken quickly into the last 5 minutes now of the first half, which has been at a slower pace to what we're used to from this England team. And Norway trying to come forward. That's a good ball actually over to the far side. Norway looking to try and get an equaliser before half time. They'll feel a little bit unfortunate to be behind, but it wasn't a good ball. Good play from Neve Charles, actually. Good defensive play. Tried to find Rachel Daly, but again, Norway picked the ball up. They've maybe lacked a little bit of quality in that final third as well. Guru Wright hasn't maybe had much influence on this game yet. She's probably their best player, isn't she? Let's be honest. Kate says there, who would you bring on at half time? I would bring on Alicia Russo. If she's fit, I would bring her on because
I'll probably bring Stanway on.
Yeah, Stanway, yeah, just to get a little bit more grip in midfield. But those two would be.
I don't think Kira's having such a.
She's not. I mean, you'd probably keep Kira on, wouldn't you? I don't know. You'd take off maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I would certainly look to bring on Alicia Russo. Yeah. But then every time Russo is on the bench, I always want to bring her on because you know what a great player she is. The whole of the Euros, we were screaming to get Russo on in a lot of games, and she came on to great effect. So maybe she'll do the same. But yeah, Stanway, maybe to get a bit of a grip in midfield. Yeah, Jess Park's another good shout actually because she had a great impact. I know she didn't play much the other night. She played for 2 minutes and got herself a goal. So let's. You know, she could be an option. Yeah, Ebony Salmon as well. She played well the other night. So we've got options on the bench. Yeah. I don't know if we'll make any at half time. Serena doesn't tend to do that very often, does she? She makes good substitutions and she seems to do it when it's the right time, but she doesn't often do it at half time, does she? So I wouldn't be surprised if the same team starts the second half, but I don't think it'll be long into the second half before some changes are made. Certainly, if the performance doesn't improve after half time. But we are to the last 3 minutes now, this first half. England are winning. That is the most important thing at the end of the day. But the performance has been very flat, lacking fluency, and not the greatest England performance that we've seen this year. But as Kate pointed out before, we'll be unbeaten in 2022 if we can avoid losing this game. You have to say,
that's a good.
and you have to say Norway don't look like scoring 2 goals, which they would need to do if that run was going to end. You never know; the second half might be totally different, but Norway don't look as though they've got 2 goals in them in this game. But you do never know. They are coming forward now. They have had 1 or 2 little opportunities. I say it was a good early save from Eddie Roebuck. Well, now Norway coming forward on this near side just before half time. Trying to see if they can get themselves level. Good closing down there from Rachel Daly. It's going to be a throw to Norway on this near side, just in front of the dugouts. It is Daly's goal that separates the teams. It was her goal against Japan on Friday that did at half time as well, wasn't it? And it looks like it's going to be the case again this evening. England had a good second half, didn't we, on Friday? Maybe we'll have a better second half in this game as well, we'll see. But Norway are still coming forward. But a good play there from Lauren Jones. Won the ball back now. Kira Walsh plays it into the centre circle. Nikita Paris. You've got a little bit of space, Nikita Paris. Runs at that Norway defence, looking for a run forward. She's got a runner now in Ella Toon. Plays it square to Kira Walsh. This near side to Chloe Kelly. So across again, a good cross towards the near post. But Norway just managed to scramble that behind for a corner. It was Engen there. I think it was Engen maybe, who cleared that away. But again, it's a good cross from Chloe Kelly. She's got a great delivery. It was her cross that set up the goal, and she almost set up another opportunity there. That was a better attack from England, a little bit more fluid.
Yeah.
And it was an end product to it as well. It is a corner, England, second corner.
That's a crossover, not a short ball.
It's going to be taken on this near side, probably by Chloe Kelly, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah. Again, she took the previous one. She went short with that last one. This one needs to go into the box. Put it into the box. We've got bodies in there. Get a second goal now before half time. Millie Bright, Alex Greenwood are in there. What's the corner like? That's a better corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, it goes all the way across the goal. Nobody there. It's going to be kept in by Millie Bright over on the far side. She drills across in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed away again by Norway. It's going to be a throw to England. We are now into the final few seconds of the first half. Millie Bright was still up there from the corner. It was her cross the second time, which was a decent cross actually, but it was headed out well. And it is going to be Charles with the throw over on the far side. This may well be the last attack of this first half for England. We have now played 45 minutes. There may well be perhaps a minute or so to add on. Probably no more than that. That's a long ball forward again from Millie Bright. Trying to find Nikita Paris. And in fact, it's Charles over on that far side. Wins the ball back well. She has won it back now. England have got an opportunity. In fact, the half-time whistle goes just as we were maybe about to try a shot at goal there. But England do lead at half-time. It hasn't been the greatest England performance, as we said. A very slow pace. The pass has not been great, especially in the final third. But the one bit of quality that we did produce in that first half did produce the goal just after the half an hour mark. It was Chloe Kelly with a cross from a central position, whipped in towards the far post over on the left, and it was a good header from Rachel Daly. So she's got the goal again. 2 goals in 2 games for her. This time she's playing as a centre forward. So that's great. Terry's in the chat. And Terry says, "Evening, Richard and Mrs. B." What does this so I mean? I don't understand. Anyway, but anyway, it's good that England are winning, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
It is.
And second half hopefully will be better. And maybe 1 or 2 subs may come on at some stage in the second half. I would like to see Russo and Stanway. They'll both make a difference because we know what quality they've got. But maybe Jess Park. I want to see Jess Park get a few more minutes tonight because she didn't get long on Friday and she made a big impact. So I'd like to see her get a few more minutes today. Maybe 15, 20 minutes for her would be nice, wouldn't it, at the end of this game? Give her a little bit more of a run. And Ebony Salmon as well, I thought did well. I'd like to see a bit more of her playing for England as well because she looked as though she might have something about her as well. I think she can offer us something in the attack as well. She's got similar qualities to Alicia Russo. She's quite strong. She can hold the ball up. So I'd like to see her maybe get a bit more opportunity as well. Because I think going into the World Cup next year, we need to have a bigger squad. And we need to have more. Last year or this year in the Euros, the team didn't change, did it? And the same subs came on, and it was the same sort of 15, 16 players, and they're all very good players. And we won the tournament, but I just feel in the World Cup we're going to have more options because there's more games. It's a bigger tournament. You're playing against some better teams as well potentially. So I think that's what we need. So we need to give some of these girls minutes now. Let's see what they can do. And I say some of them have stepped up. Lauren James looks a good player. She's a good player at the WSL. She's looked a good player for England. So she's a good option as well that we've got now. Nikita Pass has done quite well tonight. A bit hit and miss at times, but she's done well. She's had some good moments. Maybe lacking a little bit of belief, perhaps. It looks a little bit, she's not played a lot of football over the last couple of years. So maybe that's one of the reasons. But yeah, she's been a bit hit and miss. But yeah, we know that she's got quality. And I think Lauren James has played well. Rachel Daly hasn't really had a lot of the ball, but she's got the goal. So, that's what she's there for, which is great. And Chloe Kelly, of course, has probably been the best player for England in that first half. It was her cross that set up the goal. She's looked lively and dangerous every time she's in possession of the ball. And she's put in some really good deliveries as well. So defensively, have not really been tested. Laetitia has done okay, a couple of mistakes, but she's been okay. Bright and Greenwood haven't really been tested defensively too much. No. And Neve Charles have all done well, I think, again, over on that left-hand side as left-back. So, overall not bad. I say Ellie Roebuck's not had much to do. She made a good early save, and that's it, really. So, it's not a great England performance, but we're winning, and that's the main thing. Terry says they're caught in traffic, but at the office now. So we're with you for the second half. Brilliant. Has it been a good game? A lot of Wooburn Moy. Well, no, a lot of Wooburn Moy's had to go home because she's picked up a little injury. So she's not even in the squad. She got sent home either today or yesterday. So she's back at Arsenal. They say it's just a small muscle injury. So hopefully she'll be back at Arsenal. She can get herself fit for the weekend because we're going to need her. But no, she's not even in the squad, unfortunately. I'm not sure she would have played anyway. Alex Green was back tonight. I think Alex Green was always going to come in to that central defensive position. So I don't think Lotta would have played had she been fit. But anyway, from an Arsenal perspective, it's probably, she's better off back at Arsenal, getting a little bit of treatment so that she's ready for the weekend. The same with Beth Mead. I know she's not injured. She's got some personal issues that she's had to go home for. And let's hope that she's going to be fine as well. But the more rest that they get for me, the better, really. And I say that's why I'm not too disappointed that Frida Marnham's on the bench for Norway as well. Because, again, she's such an important player, and I'd rather see her play on Saturday than play tonight. But I wouldn't be surprised if she comes on in the second half because we know what quality Frida's got. And, if Norway want to try and get back in this game, I'm sure that they'll bring her on. And possibly Julie Blackstead as well, of course, a Manchester City player. She's got a lot of quality as well. So they've got some good players on the bench, haven't they? So the second half, we may see a few changes. We may see some stronger players come on. And it might lead to a better game. But let's hope England can get the job done and finish this off. We certainly made hard work of it, but we're in front, and that's the main thing at the end of the day, isn't it? So let's hope that we can finish it off. What did you make of that first half?
Not as good.
No. It was a bit flat, wasn't it?
Poor passing.
Yeah, it was a bit flat.
They weren't creating chances.
No. I think they're
not used to it. I'm not used to watching.
I mean, you think we've got a front three of Paris, Daly, and Kelly. I don't think they've played together as a front three before, so it was all never going to totally flow, was it? So, but yeah, I mean, the one bit of quality brought the goal, and that's what we've got. I mean, that's a great cross, isn't it, from Chloe Kelly? Yeah, that's a brilliant cross.
She's been my best player so far.
That's the sort of cross definitely. As a defender, you don't want to face a cross like that because you can't do a lot with it. No. It's so difficult to defend. Yes, it wasn't great defending from Norway, but it's hard to defend the ball like that. And great movement from Rachel. I didn't think it's shown too much good movement before that, actually. But she got in between the two defenders there and put that header in the corner. So that was good from her. And she does score goals, Rachel Daly, doesn't she? Whatever position she plays, she can always pop up with a goal. She did the other night. She has tonight. And she's got 3 or 4 for Aston Villa as well this season. So it's been a good season for Rachel, hasn't it? So far, back in England, of course, following her spell in America. But Norway had 1 or 2 opportunities that they're just showing now. That the clearest one was probably Guru Wrighton's effort from about 12 yards. You normally expect her to put that in. The quality that she's got. and she put that wide. That was a poor finish actually from her, and there was an early chance as well, which brought a good save from Ellie Roebuck. But other than that, Norway's finishing hasn't been too good, but they have had one or two moments. But yeah, Guru right, and you'd imagine she's going to hit the target with an effort like that. When she plays for Chelsea, she puts them away every single time, doesn't she? Annoyingly. And tonight, luckily, she missed one finally, but she doesn't normally, does she? I was quite surprised she didn't score. But yeah, England just lacking a little bit of fluency in attack, and it's not been the greatest play. Yeah, they're just highlighting slow play they just put on the screen now. And it's right, that's what we've been saying. It has been slow. And I think there's a little bit lack of movement really in the front three. They're quite static. So when England do get the ball, they don't have many options. We're used to seeing England team attacking with options, aren't we?
Yeah.
Whether it's a Russo dropping in, we've got the options wide, and there's always seems to be options there. Whereas tonight there isn't really. The movement's been poor, and we're not moving the ball quickly enough as well. So the combination of those two things has led to quite a frustrating first half. But we're winning, and that's what it's about. It's a results business, isn't it? And if England keep winning games, then with all the players we've got missing. Let's face it, Norway are not a bad side. They're not one of the top teams anymore. They used to be, of course, one of the previous World Cup winners, as we know, but they're not the side that they were. But they've still got quality. They're still a decent team, and we've got a lot of players missing. So winning this game would be a good result in the circumstances. But I want to see a little bit more pace from our play in the second half. A little bit more. I don't know. Is it belief? I'm not really sure what it is. Something's lacking.
Ideas.
Yeah, maybe ideas a little bit. Yeah, we do lack a little bit of ideas. But I say one bit of quality did bring the goal. If we can,
they need to just drive forward instead of back.
Well, I think Norway have set out to keep it tight, and it's difficult.
Yeah, they're doing their job. Norway are doing their job.
And maybe in the second half they might come out a bit more. But the one thing with Norway is, I think whatever the score is, the one thing they're not going to want to do is get hammered again like last time.
Well, just not really
No. So I think they're going to, I think they'll be happy if they lost 1-0 because it's an improvement on last time, isn't it? I don't think they'll take too many risks and lose 3 or 4-0. But you never know. If England get some, maybe get some subs on, play with a little bit more, I don't know, more drive, then we may be able to get a couple more goals because we've definitely got the quality. There's no doubt about that. But we'll see what happens, but I'm sure the second half will be better.
I think the passing needs to be more accurate.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's not been great.
It's either short or it's long or it's just.
Yeah, it
hasn't
been
great.
First, they are, but we have got a lot of good players missing, and I think we have to maybe understand that and accept that the situation.
Spoiled.
So yeah, I think we have been
spoiled.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, if we're going to have a poor game. And we're going to have players missing. I'd rather we have a poor game and have players missing in a friendly against Norway than against America in the World Cup or against Germany or Holland in the World Cup. So it's fine today, and if we do win, it won't matter too much anyway. But yeah, it's good that some of these players are getting a chance to play because we're never going to know if they're good enough to step up and do a job unless they get to play.
They need the chance, don't they?
Yeah, they need a chance. And, one or two of them look as though they've stepped up the last couple of games. I think Neve Charles has played well. I think she's going to be a good option at left back going forward. So she's done herself no harm, has she? So that's been good for her. Lauren James as well has come into the team recently and she's looked good. And I think she's going to be an important player in the World Cup. If she's fit, I think she'll be in the squad and she could have the sort of impact maybe from the bench in the World Cup that some of those, maybe Ella Toone did or Russo did in the Euros. I think she's got that ability, so she could be one to look for. And I think she's done herself a lot of favours as well these last few games playing in the team. So she could be a good option as well. So yeah, and I think Chloe Kelly, who, I know Chloe Kelly scored the winning goal in the Euros, but she hasn't really been a regular starter, has she, in the team? She didn't start any of the games in the Euros because she was one of those players who come off the bench a few times. And if she's going to, she's got the quality we saw tonight with her crossing the other night as well. She's an option as well. But, would you play her ahead of Beth Mead? No. Or Lauren Hemp? No, unfortunately. She's not as good as them, is she? So, but again, she's a good option from the bench. And she has got the ability to create a goal or score a goal. So, which is what England need. You're not going to win a World Cup with 11 or 12 or 13 players. You need to have quality on the bench to come on. So yeah, let's hope that that's what we've got. It looks as though we have at this moment in time. So yeah, I'm not too disappointed that the game's gone the way it has when you look at the team, but it's opportunities for some of these players, and some of them have grabbed it, and some of them maybe not quite so much. I think Nikita Paris needs to do a bit more. She's had some good moments, but if she's going to even get in the squad for the World Cup, I think she's going to. We need a bit more from her, I think, really. But other than that, the others haven't done too bad, have they? I suppose. Terry says just watching the goal. Is Daly playing up front? Yeah, Daly's up front tonight. Yeah, which is, I mean, Russo's on the bench. So again, I don't know if there's a slight injury concern with her. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but yeah, she's starting up front, Daly. So the front three is a front three we've not seen before. It's Nikita Paris, Rachel Daly, and Chloe Kelly. That's our front three tonight, which, quality players, but not the front three that we're used to seeing. But yeah, that's the front three that we've got tonight. And I say Ebony Salmon, Alicia Russo, Jess Park are all on the bench, along with Georgia Stanway as well. So Katie Robinson's on the bench. Jess Park, as we said. Who else? Gabby George, Esme Morgan as well. Of course, who played the other night in defence. She's on the bench. The two goalkeepers, Mary Earps and Sandy MacGyver as well. That's the subs for England. So plenty of quality there. So we'll see whether or not Serena will make a change at half time. Which I say it's not usually what she does, is it? She normally waits. So we'll see, unless there's any sort of injury issues, which I'm not sure if there is. But anyway, we'll see what happens in the second half. But let's hope England just play a little bit better, because it hasn't been a particularly good performance, let's be honest. But we're winning, and we'll take that all day long, won't we? They often say, don't they, if you win games when you're not playing well, that's the sign of a good side, isn't it? So we'll be more than happy if we win. But yeah, just a little bit of a flat performance. Just want to see a little bit more urgency, maybe. I know it's difficult. We played a lot of games, and there's it's a friendly at the end of the day, but you just want to see a little bit more urgency. So particularly from some of these players that are in the team that might not necessarily be playing when the tournament comes around, because the technically first team players will be back. So you just want to see a little bit more from them, don't you? You want to see them really staking a claim and saying, look, this is what I can do. Pick me. That's what you want them to do, don't you? And I feel that maybe apart from Lauren James and Neve Charles, they're the only two in these last few games that's really stepped up and done that. The others, Letitia's looked okay, but made one or two mistakes. It's her first game, so we'll let her off. But yeah, I don't know. It was flat. It was flat and not great. But let's see. Hopefully, the second half will be better. I'm sure it will, and we can go on and win the game, which is the most important thing. And I say end 2022 unbeaten. In fact, we'd have won pretty much all the games. Is it just 2 draws that we've had this year? It was Canada, wasn't it? I know there was 2 draws in the Arnold Clark Cup, wasn't it, against Spain and Canada? All the other games, I think, this year we've won, and we're halfway to winning this game. The teams are back out for the second half. There are 2, although there is 3 subs for England by the look of it. Katie Zellam's coming on, Esme Morgan's coming on, and Georgia Stanway's coming on.
Right.
So we said she doesn't make subs at half time, and now she's just going to make 3 at half time, just to prove you wrong. But yeah, so maybe a little bit more energy going to come into the team. Esme Morgan's at the back. I'm not sure who's gone off. Would it be maybe Alex Greenwood? Because she did have an injury issue, which is why she missed the game the other day. Kira Walsh has gone off, and Katie Zellam's come on. It wasn't a great game from Kira Walsh, to be fair. Millie Bright's gone off, actually. So Millie Bright's gone off for Esme Morgan, and who else has gone off?
Stanway
and Lauren James. Actually, Lauren James has gone off for Georgia Stanway. So, probably just resting players, trying something a bit different. I mean, I thought Lauren James played pretty well. She's probably not been taken off because she wasn't playing well. It's probably just to change things around a little bit. I think Millie Bright's obviously just having a rest. And actually, Blackstead's come on for Norway as well. Julie Blackstead, the Manchester City player. She's got a lot of quality there as well. So she's come on. I don't know who's gone off. I haven't seen Frida Marnham yet, which I'm quite happy about. Georgia Stanways took over the captaincy from Millie Bright, actually.
All right.
So she is now captain for the second half. But other than that, that's the changes. So it's not really
Right,
a change
come on.
of shape or anything like that. It's just, you know, 3 like-for-like changes really in the team. So Morgan's on in the back four for Millie Bright. She's in possession now, finds Alex Greenwood. And England now attacking the goal to our left. All in orange, the Norway in white shirts and blue shorts. That's ball there. Comes to this near side to Chloe Kelly. Straight away, start the second half. Chloe Kelly with a, well, it's more like a cross shot in towards the near post, but the goalkeeper's there. That was a little bit better from England, actually. Yeah. We started the second half straight away on the front foot, which we took a long while to get going in the first half. But that was a pretty good start. I got the ball forward quickly. Chloe Kelly there over on this near side on the left. Actually, she's gone back to the left now. And the Keita Paris has gone back over to the right. So they've switched again for the start of the second half. So slight change again on that, which it seemed to work better the other way around. But maybe they'll switch again a bit later on. Who knows? Anyway, Norway have got a throw over on that far side. But England do deal with that pretty well. It was Esme Morgan with that header out. Another throw to Norway. They are coming forward again now straight away. Guru right hand on the edge of the box. There's a player over here for Norway. A shot comes in. Is it? No, nice play. Quite the cut into that far post. It's gone wide. It was number 14 with that shot, who is Eklund. Yeah. Eklund. Emily Eklund, who plays for Reading actually in the WSL. Cut inside Letitia there. Charles, and then tried to curl that ball into the far corner. Ellie Roebuck had it covered, I think, anyway. At full stretch she was, but it was always going wide. But there's been a chance at both ends already in the start of the second half. A little bit more entertaining in the start of the second half. So let's hope that continues. England now trying to come forward up this near side. Charles, that's a poor ball there. Ella Toon had moved too far forward and the ball went behind her. The Norway have picked up possession again up this near side. But it's well won back there by Chloe Kelly. She's definitely been the best player for England. But that wasn't a great ball actually. And Katie Zellum couldn't get hold of that one. And Norway again have picked up possession there. Little loose touch there from Katie Zellum. Just come on, of course. Sometimes it can take 5 or 10 minutes just to adapt to the pace of the game. And that was a poor touch. But Rachel Daly just worked hard there to try and win the ball back. But it is going to be a throw to Norway, which Belgium is going to take on this near side. Norway trying to come forward again through midfield. Nikita Paris trying to shut the play down. But the ball's gone out over to that far side. And Letizier's done well and conceded the throw. Good defending there from the Manchester United defender. But it's going to be a throw to Norway over on the far side, their left. We've played nearly 3 minutes of the second half. It is still England 1, Norway 0. England are in possession. Katie Zellum plays it back to Alex Greenwood, who does well. Now Esme Morgan, one of those 3 half-time substitutes. Katie Zellum, another Manchester United player. Yeah, get all the Man United players on. Wear them out tonight. So on Saturday, they'll be knackered when we play them against them. So yeah, bring them all on. All the Man United players, get them all on now. Norway have got a couple as well. Get them on. Get them all on. And let them run around a lot. Yeah, and Russo on as well. Yeah, get them all on. So that they're knackered for Saturday. That's what we want. But England coming forward again. And that ball over the top, and it's going to be a goal kick there. Rachel Daly tried to win it back off the Norway defender, has put it out and behind for a goal kick. So yeah, I'd be quite happy if all the Man United players come on and wear them out of it. That's what we want. But leave Frida on the bench because we don't need to see Frida tonight, do we? She's fine sitting where she is. Get her a cup of tea and she'll be good. Yeah, goal kick to Norway. A little bit of a better kick from the goal kick. We struggled a bit in the first half. I don't know if the wind was against her, but she struggled to kick the ball out of her own half. But that was a bit better. But England have picked up possession. Katie Zellum knocks it back to Esme Morgan. And she's closed down actually and given the ball away. Esme Morgan. Again, you see coming on, getting into the pace of the game can be a bit tricky. And she was just caught in possession there. But that's a poor pass from Norway. And it's only come to Ella Toon. She's got a little bit of space now, Ella Toon. Plays it to this near side to Chloe Kelly. Looking to run again at this Norway defence. She's done well. Chloe Kelly gets past. One challenge. Can she get across in with her left foot? No, she cuts back into her right foot. That's another good cross though towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Rachel Daly it was with the header. Again, she couldn't direct it towards the goal. She's claiming a corner, but it's going to be a goal kick. Again, a good cross from Chloe Kelly. Another really good ball into the box there. It did find the head of Rachel Daly, but she couldn't quite keep it down It may well have come off the back of the head of the defender, actually. But anyway, it was a goal kick. And again, it's Chloe Kelly's delivery that's caused the problems for the Norwegian defence, which has been the story of the game for England, really. That's been where the quality's come from. And now Norway coming forward themselves, a little bit of space, actually, on the edge of the England penalty area. Cross comes in. It's not a great cross, and Ellie Roebuck will just be able to grab that comfortably. But Norway have had a few moments in this game. But again, they've lacked the necessary quality in the final third, really, to threaten too much. And it's been a fairly comfortable night for Roebuck, actually, in goal for England. Again, she's one who doesn't get many opportunities, and she hasn't really had an opportunity to make too many saves in this game. But anyway, England are coming forward now at the other end. Again, it's with Chloe Kelly on this near side. She cuts in and plays the ball back to Charles. She just lays it off to Katie Zellum. Charles again inside the centre circle to Esme Morgan, and now it's with Georgia Stanway. Plays it out to the far side to Maya Letitia. And now it's with Esme Morgan again. It's a nice ball. This is a bit better from England. Suddenly the passing's coming up. Let's just say that, and it was a poor ball given away.
Just said that.
And then a foul given away by Charles. A tactical foul there just to stop that counter attack. Sort of foul where you normally get a yellow card in a competitive game, but she didn't on that occasion. And Norway take the free kick, coming forward over on that far side. Norway looking to try to find an equaliser. We've played 51.5 minutes here in Mercia in Spain. It is England 1, Norway 0. That first half goal from Rachel Daly with a header. It was a decent goal. It was Javi that went off for Blackstead for Norway. That's the substitution that they made at half time. And England made those 3, which we were quite surprised about. But anyway, and it's made a bit of a difference. We look a little bit better in the second half. We're moving the ball a bit quicker, and we've put the ball into the box already more times in these first 6 minutes of the second half than we did for pretty much all of the first half, actually. So it's looked better so far. So the changes have made a difference. Alex Greenwood now in possession for England, finds Charles on this near side. The Chelsea defender plays it infield to Katie Zellum, who's taken up that Kira Walsh position, just sitting in front of the defence, just playing a few little neat and tidy balls as she grows into the game. She might get the ball back again here from Georgia Stanway. Instead, Stanway goes back to Morgan. The Manchester City connection there, of course, although Stanway is now left, as we know, gone to Bayern Munich, as Andreas has been watching us, says how well she's been playing in Germany. But cross comes in from that near side in towards the near post. Again, Rachel Daly was looking to attack that. She couldn't quite get there. It's gone into the arms of the goalkeeper. That was a good ball, actually. I think it was Letitia with that cross. And a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, but it was nice play again from England. Nikita Paz got a little space on that far side. This is good. It's late. It's touched off there from Daly. A nice turn from Chloe Kelly on the edge of the penalty area. Oh, she tried a shot of her left foot. Not her strongest foot, is it, her left foot? But it was a good effort. It went wide. But that was good play from England. Paris found Ella Toon. And a nice turn on the edge of the box there from Chloe Kelly. But on her left side, she was going to struggle to pop that in the top corner from there. It would have been a hell of a goal if she managed to. In the end, it's gone over the top. But that was it's been better from England this second half. Looking a lot more like the England team that we're used to seeing. You know, moving the ball quicker, a lot more movement. We're getting the ball into the box a lot more. And we're looking a lot more lively in this second half. But it is still 1-0. Norway trying to come forward again. But again, England pretty comfortable at the back. It's gone all the way to Ellie Roebuck, plays it in to midfield. That's
How was it?
a bit tight there from Alex Greenwood, and that back pass is a little bit short. Norway are in, are they?
Oh,
good play,
God.
actually, from the goalkeeper, Ellie Roebuck. She came out quickly there, blocks at the first shot, and then
Dear me.
Greenwood made up for a mistake. It was her sloppy play, actually, Alex Greenwood, trying to play it out from the back. Ellie Roebuck done well, actually, again. That's a couple of times now she's done well. She hasn't had a lot to do, but she's done well on the. You see Alex Greenwood there, got caught in possession.
Yeah,
in fact, and then Katie Zellum's back pass was poor as well. But good save by the goalkeeper, and then Greenwood was back across to clear away the danger. Good save that was from Roebuck, actually. A really good save. She came out quickly. It was number 22, Holg, it was, with the effort, Roman Holg, but it was a decent save. The corner comes in, and England are struggling to get it away, actually. Not very convincingly, but it is back out again over on that far side, but the ball's crossed back in towards the penalty area again. That's a better header clear from Rachel Daly that was doing her defensive duties. And now England maybe got a chance for a counter-attack, have we? Through the centre of the pitch. No, we haven't, because Norway have picked it up again. Just a little bit scrappy, this bit of play. But now Norway getting a foot on the ball, looking to come forward now on the edge of the box. It's with Blackstead. Julie Blackstead. She's fouled there by Chloe Kelly. This is a dangerous moment, for England. It was... she just clips her there, Chloe Kelly. Just clips her ankles.
Yeah.
And... of course, her Manchester City teammate, so they know each other quite well. She got a little bit too keen there, wasn't she, Chloe Kelly? She just clips her ankles there, Blackstead, and it's a free kick to Norway. And this could be a dangerous moment. It's about, 5-6 yards outside the penalty area. Just slightly to this near side, the right-hand side. Ellie Roebuck is just lining her wall up here. We need to try to make sure that we defend this. But it's a dangerous moment, this. Guru Ryan's got some quality from set pieces. Maybe it'll be her. She's looking like she's ready to take this. The Norway captain, the Chelsea player. It may well be Julie Blackstead. Both of those two are over this ball. This could be a dangerous moment. It is Guru Ryan. Calls it round the wall. Oh, another good save from Ellie Roebuck. That's 3 good saves she's made tonight now. 2 very quick succession. Decent free kick from Guru Ryan it was. It was going into that top corner. Roebuck read it well. Maybe wasn't hit with enough power, so she was able to get across. It's a good save. It's another good save. Just managed to palm it around the corner. And yeah, decent, good free kick and a good save. Certainly been a lot better second half this has been. Actually, it's much better to watch this game now. The corner comes in from Norway's edge of 6 yard, but it's headed out. Not really that far from Charles, actually. Again, Norway are putting the pressure on here, and England are struggling to get it out. Now we can. Nikita Paris has got a little bit of space to run into. She's done well, Paris, over on the far side. She's done really well, Nikita Paris. Now, suddenly England have got players forward. It goes back, though, to Esme Morgan, and now it's with Katie Zellum. Plays it square to Alex Greenwood. That counter-attack rather lost its momentum, but we're still in possession now. Ella Toon plays up this near side to Charles. Can she get a cross in? Neve Charles. She does a low cross to the near post. Cleared away, though, by Norway. There was no England player attacking that. It's come out only as far as Alex Greenwood. She thought about putting a cross in. Instead, it's come back to this near side to Chloe Kelly again. Back to Greenwood, the Manchester City connection. And it's back with Esme Morgan, another Manchester City player. Maybe that's why we're looking a little bit better in the second half. We've got a few more club connections on the pitch, and maybe players understanding each other a little bit more. Now it's with Charles on this near side. Plays it up that line to Chloe Kelly. Can she get a cross in? She can. It's a good cross on the edge of the 6 yard box. Man. Oh, Daly didn't attack it quite enough there. Another great ball from Chloe Kelly. She has put in 5 or 6 absolutely brilliant crosses tonight. LJ says there, does anyone have any idea why we're still only 4th in FIFA World Rankings, below USA, Sweden and Germany, when we won the Euros and have beaten all of those teams? Makes no sense. I agree. I don't know how the FIFA rankings have worked. Obviously, it's some point system, isn't it? And you're right, we've beaten all of those teams, and we've beaten all of them pretty convincingly in big games as well, haven't we? You know, obviously Sweden in the semi-final, Germany in the final. We beat USA recently as well. So, yeah, I'm surprised. Maybe when the new rankings come out, maybe we will be higher. I mean, we should be 1 or 2, shouldn't we? Let's be honest. You know, we are definitely one of the best teams in the world. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Kate says there, missed the start of the second half. Anything happened? Well, yeah, it's been a lot more lively, actually. There has been 3 substitutions at half-time.
A few shots on goal.
And we've had a few shots at goal. Yeah, Norway have had a couple of shots as well. Ellie Roebuck's made a couple of good saves. It's been a lot more open game, a lot more exciting to watch. Esme Morgan's replaced Millie Bright. Kira Walsh has gone off for Katie Zellum, and Lauren James has gone off for... Who was it? Who else came on? Georgia Stanway. They were the 3 subs at half-time. Norway brought on Julie Blackstead as well. It's been a better game. And England coming forward again now on this near side. Neve Charles plays it in to Katie Zellum, the Manchester United captain. Plays it back to Alex Greenwood. Jeff was in the chat then. We wish to see Mrs. appear more on the Arsenal watchalongs. They want to see you more on the Arsenal watchalongs, they said. So
right.
You have to come and do the Arsenal ones as well.
What? So you can win?
So, well, maybe that's the case, yeah, because you're lucky, aren't you? Anyway, Ellie
Roebuck. I hope to be lucky.
Well, you are, yeah. Ellie Roebuck's in possession now, plays it to Alex Greenwood. We've played nearly an hour.
I prefer watching the women anyway.
In Mercia, and it is England 1 and Norway 0. That first half goal from Rachel Daly, but it's been a lot better second half. lot more smoother football from England. We're coming forward again over on that
More
far
passes.
side. Yeah, we're looking a lot more lively here. But Norway do deal with that ball over on the far side. It is a throw to England over on the far side. Jeff says, is it true that Beth Mead will miss the United game? I haven't heard for definite. Obviously, she's missed this game. She went home due to some personal issues going on. I'd make another substitution. Oh no, it's Frida Marnham's coming on. Why are they bringing Frida Marnham on? No, you don't need to bring Frida Marnham on.
Well, she's
God,
on.
If she gets injured, I'm not going to be very happy. Anyway, Frida Marnham just. I mean, it's good to see Frida because she's a great player, and she has just come on for Norway. So we'll see what influence she's got. But I just hope she doesn't get injured. So don't tackle her. Don't let anybody tackle her. Just let her have the ball. It's fine. We don't want to tackle her. Anyway, England are in possession now on this near side. In fact, she's the only Arsenal player that's playing in this game now because all the others are injured. Anyway, Esme Morgan's coming forward now for England, plays into the edge of the box. That was a nice little touch off there from Rachel Daly. And England do keep possession, but Norway managed to scramble the ball away. But no, I haven't heard about Beth Mead. If she is not playing, I hope she plays on Saturday because we've got enough injuries as it is. We need her. She's not injured, as far as we know. It's a personal issue, isn't it? Let's hope that she's able to play because she's so important, isn't she, for Arsenal? And with all the other players that we've got missing. I mean, Viv hopefully might be back due to, she had a break, didn't she? So she may well be back, Viv, which will be good news. But yeah, I don't know about Beth yet. I haven't heard any news about any of the injured players, actually. Anyway, Charles is coming forward now for England. That's a good ball into Chloe Kelly. Plays it back to Katie Zellum. This is good for England. Katie Zellum's done well, actually, since she's come on. She's moving the ball quickly and she's done well. But Norway have picked up possession now. Rachel Daly couldn't keep hold of that ball. But the Norway goalkeeper, Mikkelsen, has just kicked it out for a throw over on that far side. And Russo is going to come on. Alicia Russo is coming on for England.
Come on, Russo.
62 minutes played. Russo is going to be coming on. You'd imagine it's going to probably be for Rachel Daly, who has done okay, got the goal, but she maybe hasn't had her greatest game, to be honest. But anyway, Georgia Stanway now for England plays it square to Alex Greenwood.
Come on.
England are playing now in front of the Norway defence in the second half for much of it now. But that wasn't a great ball. But it's going to be a throw to England now. Maybe the substitution can be made. Alicia Russo, of course, made a big impact coming off the bench in the Euros, didn't she? And it's going to be Alex Greenwood going off. So Rachel Daly's probably going to pop back in defence, then, isn't she? You would imagine probably. I've got a feeling that Letitia is going to move to centre back. I think Rachel Daly will probably go to right back. And I think that'll probably what they'll do. I mean, Greenwood did have a bit of an injury, so that's probably why she hasn't played the full game. In fact, that's what happened. Letitia has gone into the back four, centre back, alongside Esme Morgan, and Rachel Daly has gone to right back. I thought that's what we would do. And that's a good ball actually from Morgan now into Ella Toon and Russo straight away into the action. Ball played to this near side to Neve Charles. Can she get across? And she's done well. Charles inside the penalty area. Pulls it back to Ella Toon. Nice feet from Toon. She gets a shot in. Towards the far post. Just went wide. I'm not sure if it was a cross or a shot actually, but Nikita Paris was coming in at the far post. But that's much better from England. We've been a lot better in the second half. This has been a much better performance from England. That was good play from Neve Charles again. She's done really well at left back. Nice feet from Tooney there. And a ball towards the far post. Nikita Paris couldn't quite get on the end of it. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. But that was better from England. And now with Russo on, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets herself on the score sheet, Alicia Russo.
Good.
Anyway, Esme Morgan's got some defending to do for England, which she does well. Katie Zellum tries to head that ball on. England trying to come forward there. There's a little bit of a loose ball though from Georgia Stanway. And Norway pick up possession again. But Russo is closing that down. I'm sure we'll see a different attack now from England with Russo up there. Chasing the ball down again. She works so hard. But you run around a bit more, Alicia, so you get knackered for Saturday. That's what we want to see. Just run around loads and loads and then it's half an hour. And if you get a little tight hamstring or something like that, would be quite nice. So you can't play on Saturday.
Stop it. Stop it.
Just a little slight injury, just so you just miss one game on Saturday.
You can't wish that on anybody.
That's it. Because she scored twice against us last season, so I don't really want her to play, but she's a great player. And
you have to beat them
anyway,
fair and square.
Look like England won the ball back there. but with Rachel Daly, but it's given us a free kick. In fact, the referee didn't really like that from Daly, and she's going to have a word with her. In fact, she may well get a yellow card out for that, potentially. There hasn't been any yellow cards in this game as yet, but there might be one now for Daly. No, it's not. She's just the ref just had a word with her there. She was a little bit over enthusiastic to try and win that ball, Rachel Daly, and even when the whistle had gone, she carried on trying to kick the ball away there, and I think she was a bit lucky actually not to get a yellow card, you have to say. But anyway, Norway didn't really make the most of that free kick. England have now got a chance over on that far side. Paris got there first. She's brought down, and this time it will be a yellow card actually, I think, for the Norwegian defender. She's got a yellow card in her hand. Paris is down injured and will need some treatment. And I'm not sure who the Norway defender is. It's number two. Sonstvedt, and she's got a yellow card there. That was a bit of a cynical foul, actually, has to be said, on Nikita Paris, who's now needing some treatment. So, yeah, that wasn't very nice, was it? But then again, you see, Nikita Paris plays for Manchester United, so, you know, if a little injury wouldn't be too bad, would it? But, I mean, that was quite a nasty foul, actually. And it was fully worthy of a yellow card. I mean, I'm sure Nikita's going to be fine. She's a tough cookie. And she's just getting some treatment on the pitch at the moment. Ella Toon's over on that near side, getting a drink and some words from the coach there. Nikita Paris is back on her feet again. She looks fine. I'm sure she will be. She did well, actually, there to get away from the defender, and then a little bit of a cynical foul. And it did get a yellow card. But England have now got a free kick opportunity to maybe get the ball in the box. It's sort of midway inside the Norway half, just slightly over to the right-hand side. But it's a good crossing opportunity, actually. An opportunity to get this ball into the box. And we'll see whether we can get this second goal. Good delivery in here, and Russo will be after it. She likes attacking them balls. It's going to be Katie Zellum at Manchester United connection. But that wasn't a great free kick from Zellum, actually. But England do keep the ball alive inside the penalty area. Russo, it is, heads it on, but Norway do manage to... Well, actually, they don't really scramble it out at all. Poor defending from them. It has come over to Georgia Stanway over on that far side. Plays it into the box. But it was maybe hit too firmly in towards Ella Toon. And it's bounced off her and gone through to the Norwegian goalkeeper. Ella Toon just had a little slight little limp there as well. So maybe she might have to miss the game on Saturday as well. Which would be a shame.
You're wishing them all. You're wishing them all.
Just the Man United players. Just so they can't
I know.
Anyway, Frida Marnham has just won a free kick for Norway, and hopefully she'll be fit. She won't get a little injury because she's massively important for Arsenal on this weekend.
You feel so bad if it's postponed because Man United gone.
You may not get no players because they're all injured. Anyway, it's a free kick to Norway, put in to the England penalty area. Header comes in, but England sort of scramble it away just. And now Chloe Kelly can clear it away towards halfway. Georgia Stanway's after that, but it's going to go all the way back to goalkeeper Mikkelsen, who's got a little bit of time. And this time her kick's a bit better. It does go into the England half, but it was a good header on there by Charles. And now it's with Letitia in to Katie Zellum. There's quite a lot of Man United players in this team now for England. There's probably 4 or 5, isn't it? Because there's Letitia, Zellum, Russo, Toon, Paris, half their team. And it is with Letitia now, one of those Manchester United players, fires Rachel Daly over on that far side into Katie Zellum. She just plays it back again. A bit of a strange ball from Zellum, actually. Rachel Daly does keep it in and then plays it back to goalkeeper Ellie Roebuck. Now it's with Esme Morgan. Strides forward. That long stride of hers brings the ball out of defence. But again, it's a poor ball, actually. Only as far as Frida Marnham. We know how dangerous she can be. She's done well, Frida Marnham, actually, in battle there with Georgia Stanway. Plays the ball out to this near side. A cross comes in. Again, England haven't really dealt with it particularly well. But now it does go back again to Georgia Stanway, who can now clear it up towards halfway. Lovely take there from Alicia Russo. Running at that Norway defence now, just over halfway. Russo finds Nikita Paris over on that far side. Paris plays it inside to Ella Toon. Plays it back to Russo. The Man United link there, doing well. Toon again. Plays it forward to Katie Zellum. She's got a little bit of space. She's looking for the run on the outside of Charles, who's come up now. It's a decent cross towards the edge of 6-yard box. Russo's up. Paris is up behind her. Oh, good save actually from the goalkeeper. She maybe made a little bit more of it than she needed to, but it was another good move that from England. Another attack in the second half. It was nice passing play. That was a good header actually from Paris at the far post, but couldn't direct it past the goalkeeper who scrambled the ball away. But that was good from England. That was another decent England move. 20 minutes left of this game. We've played 70 minutes. It is still 1-0 to England, and you know we maybe didn't deserve to be in front in the first half when we got the goal. The second half we've been a lot better. We've moved the ball quicker and we've looked a lot more dangerous. Got the ball into the box a lot more, and now with Russo on as well, we've got a much more of a target to hit in there as well because she's so good at holding the ball up. And we're coming forward again now up this near side. Chloe Kelly tries to get past one defender, does get past the defender. Can she get across with her left foot? No, she can't, but she still kept possession of the ball. Has she won a free kick? No, she hasn't. The referee says play on, and Norway should be able to clear this away. But they're trying to play out from the back, Norway, and not particularly well. And Nikita Paris nips in and wins the ball back for England. Laetitia just heads that down to Rachel Daly over on that far side. Can England get the second goal, which would seal the victory? You would assume, as we're into the last 20 minutes now.
Come on, we'll do that goal, like.
Esme Morgan plays out this near side to Neve Charles. Finds Chloe Kelly again. Can she get another decent ball into that box? You'd imagine a good delivery in, and Russo's going to be looking to get on the end of it. England now coming forward over on that far side. Rachel Daly. Unusual to see her player wearing number 9 playing as a right back. Anyway, Nikita Paris has done well, and then she's pulled back now. Another cynical foul on Nikita Paris. Just pulled her shirt. It's going to be another yellow card. Yeah, deservedly so as well. In fact, it's the same player.
It's the same one. She's getting red.
It's the same one. Engine. She's number 2. Sorry, it's Sonderveld. That's 2 fouls on Paris in quick succession. 2 yellow cards for her. She's off. Don't quite know what she was thinking of there when she's just been booked. Silly play there. The keeper turned her really well. If you pull a player back like that, you're going to get a yellow card. You can't have any complaints at all. I mean, just got one before. I mean, that foul's not as bad as the first one, but you put a player back like that, it's a definite yellow card. And Norway are now down to 10 players for these final few moments of the game. And they're making a couple of substitutions as well, Norway. In fact, it's another Manchester United player, Tors Dottir. Tors Dottir has come on.
Oh, is she from Iceland by any chance?
Yeah, she's the Icelandic one, yeah. Tors Dottir. Yeah, she's a good player, actually. So most Manchester United team are playing on this pitch tonight, actually. So it's pretty much a Manchester United friendly, isn't it? Playing amongst themselves. Boa Reese has come on as well. And guess who she plays for? Yeah, she plays for Manchester United as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
So anyway, it's a free kick now to England over on that far side, which is going to be taken by Katie Zellum. Good ball in towards the edge of 6-yard box. Russo's there with a header. Falls to Chloe Kelly, but she can't keep her shot down. It's gone over the crossbar, and it's not going to be a goal for Chloe Kelly on this particular occasion. Terry says there, dodgy red card. Well, it was 2 yellows. I think they were 2 yellow cards. The second one's a lot of a softer one, but when you've just been booked, you can't then go and pull a player's shirt. Yeah, that was Nikita Paris's header. Yeah, they're just showing again. It was a good header, but she couldn't quite get it in the corner. And the goalie made a bit of a meal of it, actually, but she saved it. And that's the main thing of your goalie, is to keep the ball out of your net, isn't it? No matter how you do it. And she did manage to. Anyway, Norway trying to come forward over on that far side. But Laetitia does well, actually. She looks a little bit more comfortable, doesn't she, in that centre-back position. And it was she did well there against Guru Wrighton, who's obviously a very dangerous player, as we know. But good defending that was there from Laetitia. And won a free kick. We've now into the last 16 minutes. England 1, Norway 0.
Come on, let's get another
goal. Will we get another goal just to really seal the victory? You can't see Norway scoring, really, but they have had 1 or 2 moments in the second half. A couple of good saves from Ellie Roebuck. But England have been the better team in the second half by quite some distance. We have played a lot better.
Yeah.
The substitutions have made a difference, as they tend to do under Serena. The substitutes always tend to make a difference, and they have tonight. Rachel Daly, it's her goal, of course, that separates the team. And Nikita Paris, who's had a good second half, actually, Nikita Paris. she's caused them a lot of problems, and it's her that obviously led to that red card. They
keep
can't live with her.
down.
Yeah, they keep fouling her. So she's had a good second half, Paris. England now, though, playing against 10 players. There should be a little bit more space for us to exploit. And I'm sure Alicia Russo will be quite happy that her spell on the pitch has come when it's gone down to 10 players, Norway. Let's see. Again, Paris has done well over on that far side. Nice take from her. Plays the ball back in field to Katie Zellum. Plays it forward now to Ella Toon. This is good from England. Chloe Kelly now over on this near side. Cuts back onto that right foot. Tries to get across and it's blocked though. And it is going to be a throw to England on the near side. It was Thors Dottir with that block. Now it's back to Ella Toon and Chloe Kelly. Plays it infield. Tries to get it back again off Alicia Russo, but it's gone behind for a goal kick to Norway as we move into the last 15 minutes. England still 1-0 up. And looking good for that win at the moment, looking good for that lead at the moment. But a second goal would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to settle us down a little bit. Because, you know, Norway have had one or two moments and a 1-0 lead is never quite enough, is it, in most games? Terry says there, come on, Norway, stick the boot in. Well, into the Man United players, yeah, well, that's what they've been doing, haven't they? But no, we don't really want any injuries doing this.
You keep saying that, though.
Well, no, we don't really want them to be injured, do we? We don't really want them to be injured. But anyway,
you just want them to be tired. That's all.
Yeah, tired and tired, so they can't run. Anyway, Norway have just won the ball back actually over on that far side, coming forward. Is this going to be a dangerous match? Rachel Daly's there, just gets the foot in, and it is going to be a throw. Good defending there from Rachel Daly. She's actually gone down injured now. Under that challenge there from Guru Wrighton.
And she went over her leg.
Yeah, just the way she went over. Yeah, actually, Guru Wrighton didn't even touch her. Actually, she stretched for the tackle. Rachel Daly. She won the ball, and then her leg kind of got stuck on the grass a little bit, and she's just got a little bit of an issue there. But it is going to be a throw to Norway over on that far side. Blackstead with it. It's flicked on at the near post. England don't really get it clear. Falls to the edge of the box. A shot comes in. Good defending there. Good block from Morgan as she plays the ball forward looking for Russo, but the Norwegian player gets there first. It comes down to Charles on this near side. And now Katie Zellum for England. Plays it back to Letitia. Now it's out to Paris over on that far side. Can England make the extra player count? That's a ball played forward. Good ball towards Russo. Lovely take from Russo on the edge of the box. She's got support here from Chloe Kelly. Can she get a shot in on the right foot? She can. It's deflected just wide. It's going to be a corner. The chances are coming now for England. You do feel that second goal is going to be here very soon. It's going to have to be because there's only, 12 minutes to play. That shot there, it was good play. Actually, what a take that is from Russo. A lovely first touch. Laid the ball off to Chloe Kelly. She cut onto her right foot. It just got deflected there off Thors Dottir. He's going to be a corner. What a touch that is from Russo. She's such a good player. And lovely little layoff as well to Kelly. Anyway, this corner is going to come in from over on that far side. Is this going to be the moment for England to get the second goal in at the near post? It's flicked on by Rachel Daly. Norway clear it away, but that shot comes in from Stanway. It's actually hit the roof of the building behind the goal. So, yeah, it didn't go anywhere near the goal. She's laughing about it. Georgia Stanway. It was Katie Zeller who took that corner. But, yeah, it wasn't a great shot in the end. We're now into, 11 and a half minutes to play. England getting closer and closer to another victory in 2022. It's been a fantastic year, hasn't it, for English women's football. European champions. And it looks as though we're going to end the year on a high with a victory. But Norway are still in this game and they're trying to come forward themselves over on that far side. That's a good ball through, actually, but Ellie Roebuck. Oh, no, mistake from Ellie Roebuck. She's missed it. And Norway have scored. She played so well. God. Roebuck had played so well. I think it might be Frida Marnham who scored, actually. But it was a disaster. It is Frida Marnham who scored. It was an absolute disaster from Ellie Roebuck. That was absolutely... She missed the ball. No. She came out, missed it completely. Rubbish. And it was just on a plate there. And it is 1-1.
That was ridiculous.
And England, we're just saying we're going to end the year on a high. and it won't be a
Shouldn't have
high
said
for Ellie
nothing.
Roebuck there. She completely missed that ball. And a simple finish from Frida Marnham. She couldn't miss. The Arsenal player, another goal for her. She's got 4 in 4 games for Arsenal,
that
and she's
was
now got
rubbish.
another one. She completely missed it, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Really bad mistake from her. And Frida Marnham has made us pay. And it is now England 1, Norway 1. A disaster there for Ellie Roebuck. It's a shame because she played so well. She made 2 or 3 good saves. Let's hope that doesn't affect her confidence too much. But it was a poor mistake there. She came out to clear the ball, completely missed it. And Frida Marnham just rolled it in. But Chloe Kelly at the other end, England still got time to win this game. We're into the last 10 minutes now. Norway don't really get that away, actually. Stanway has actually had a pocket pinch there, and suddenly Norway on a counter-attack. And for what was looking like being a comfortable England victory, now we're hanging on to make sure we don't lose, which would, of course, be Serena's first victory, first defeat if that was happened. Kate says, "Oh no, indeed, yeah, bit of a disaster." But suddenly now England coming forward again.
Come on.
Bearing in mind, Norway are down to 10 players as well after that sending off about 5-10 minutes ago. So I don't know what's happened to England since then. Really, we haven't really made that count, have we? The ball is now back with the Norwegian goalkeeper. But yeah, that was a poor mistake that from Ellie Roebuck, and it's such a shame for her. A big night for her, getting a rare opportunity to play, and she makes a really crucial mistake that's cost us a goal. And it is Frida Marnham with it. Jeff R says, "Come on, Norway." No, don't come on, Norway. Don't be silly. Will Ray Sports says, "Hi, Richard. Is it on TV, this game? Watching Derby v Torquay in the FA Cup?" It is on TV. It's on ITV4. What's the score in the Derby Torquay? That's a replay, isn't it? Because they drew, didn't they, at the weekend? I saw that game. The draw, the 2-2 draw. Derby winning, are they? You'd imagine they will. But anyway, England coming forward now, trying to win this game against the 10 Norwegians. Across comes into the box on that far side, into Russo inside the box. Oh, good tackle away. Come out to Katie Zellum. Can she get a shot in? She does get a shot in. It's deflected away by a Norwegian head. And Norway clear it away. We're into the last 8 minutes. Can England find a winner here? Esme Morgan just almost slipped there as she tried to play the ball, but she's kept possession. Played out this near side to Niamh Charles. Now it's into Ella Toon running at that Norwegian defence. Suddenly the game looks very different, doesn't it? At 1-1. Charles has been fouled. It is going to be a free kick to England just on the edge of the penalty area out on this near side. It was Torsdottir there with the foul on Niamh Charles. They, of course, played against each other in the Manchester United-Chelsea game a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? Will Rally Sports says there 3-0 to Derby at half-time.
Oh, someone's coming on.
Colin says there, what's the score? I'm a Newcastle United fan. I'm a Newcastle United fan. Good to see you. I'm sure you're happy at the moment with how things are going. It's 1-1 in this game. England won, Norway won. Paris has come off, and it is Katie Robertson, the Brighton player's come on. I think that might be her debut as well, actually, for England. So she's going to get 7 minutes at the end of this game. Nikita Paris has gone off. She had a good second half, Nikita, actually. Anyway, it's a free kick now to England on this near side. It's going to be Katie Zellum with it in towards the near post. It's a good free kick. Goalkeeper does well with a punch, actually. But it only falls as far as Chloe Kelly.
Come on.
England keeping possession. And the goalkeeper's actually gone down injured following that punch. He's still not moving particularly freely. Usually the game stops when a goal is injured. But anyway, we play on. Katie Zellum now plays it up this near side to Ella Toon running at that Norway defence. Are we going to get this late winner? The ball plays square. It's now with Georgia Stanway. Plays it in towards Russo. Tries to flick it on. It's going to fall to Niamh Charles just inside the penalty area. Oh, she tried to drill a low cross. It's come back to her. Now it's with Katie Zellum. Plays it square to Esme Morgan. Katie Zellum again lines up across. Looks like it might be overhit. It is overhit. And it's gone out of play. It was Katie Robertson coming at the far post. The goalkeeper's gone down again. It seemed to be from that earlier punch when she came out. Was it the way she landed? Did she land awkwardly? Looks like she may well have done. Rachel Daly was coming in there and the goalkeeper's got injured in that little incident there when she came out to punch. She did well, the goalkeeper. It was a good punch, actually. But then, since then, she's not been moving too freely and she's still down now. I think she's going to get some treatment. Looks like maybe an injury to her side, maybe. She just got whack there. Terry says, come on, Mrs. B, time to work your magic to get England to score. And Will Ray Sports says 3-0 to Derby at half time. Yeah, I thought it might be. Will Ray Sports says there, 2 live games on TV tonight in UK. Good stuff. England got good players, haven't they? This Norway team look quite good. Yeah, no, Norway are quite a good team. I mean, England have got a lot of good players missing as well tonight. Otherwise, I think we would have won this game quite comfortably. Yeah, silly mistake by the goalkeeper there has cost us that goal. But yeah, I mean, 2 games on the telly, you're right. 2 games on sort of, say, free-to-view telly, if you like, which is unusual, isn't it? Obviously that FA Cup game and this game as well. So good to see. Shame there's not a few more games on normal England. Telly, really, isn't there? But anyway, we are now into the closing moments of this game. 5 minutes to go. Eddie Roebuck will be very, very disappointed if that goal ends up costing England victory here, because those are the sort of mistakes, unfortunately, that if it's in a big game in a World Cup, you can't afford to make those sort of mistakes. And, obviously Serena will know that. And, yeah, it's a shame because she played well, I thought, Ellie Roebuck, up until then. She made a really good save in the second half from Guru Wrighton's free kick. But that's the life of a goalkeeper, isn't it? You can make 3 great saves and then you make one mistake, it costs a goal, and that's all anybody ever remembers about your performance, unfortunately. But anyway, if England still get a winner here, then maybe that won't be mentioned too much. Yeah, it's a free kick to Norway. It's gone long, but the ball is now back with Roebuck. Hopefully this time she gets her kick right, and she does, and it goes long into the Norway half. But again, it's the Norway head that wins that ball. Russo's worked hard up there since she came on, but she hasn't actually had a clear opportunity at goal yet.
Come on.
Which we need at least one more chance if we're going to win this game. We're into the last 3.5 minutes, but there'll be a bit of stoppage time now for that hold up there for the injury to the goalkeeper. Will Raleigh Sports says there, is Lauren Hemp playing? No. She's really good. One of the best women's players I've seen. Well, yeah, she's not playing. I thought she's injured, but yeah, she's a very good player. England have missed her. Another cross from Chloe Kelly to the far post. Again, the goalie's up to punch that one away, but this time the flag's up for offside. Again, it's Rachel Daly trying to get on the end of it. It was her goal that gave England the lead in the first half. She wasn't offside, actually. I don't quite know what the flag's gone up for offside for. She wasn't offside. And the goalkeeper did well anyway, have a good punch. But anyway, it is now into the last 3 minutes of normal time. And can England find this late winner? Looked as though we were going to win this game. Not comfortably, but we looked as though we were in control, and then one long ball over the top, a mistake by the goalkeeper, and Frida Marnham has rolled it in. But anyway, England in possession now. Niamh Charles coming forward, plays it up this near side for Chloe Kelly. She's going to run at Torsdottir. That's another good cross again towards the far post. Oh, it's a little bit overhit, just too much. And Katie Robertson at the far post couldn't quite keep it in. Couple of good crosses from Kelly, but she just overhit that one. Maybe just need to take a little bit off that and give Russo the opportunity to try and get her head on the end of it, because that's where she's really dangerous. But on that particular occasion, it's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick again to Norway. We're into the last 2 minutes of normal time. I reckon there'll be 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time. So there's still a little bit of time left for England to try and win this game. End a fantastic 2022 in the right way. But the last thing we want to do is lose. But that's played back there. Letitia plays it back to Eddie Roebuck. Played it in to Katie Zeller. No, that was fine. It looks a risky pass, but it was fine. Now it's over on that far side. Georgia Stanway bringing the ball forward for England. Finds Robinson. That's a nice turn from her. Now England have got an opportunity to try and get the ball in the box.
Come on. Keep possession. Cross it over.
Russo's there. Robertson's done really well. Can she get across in? She can. Kelly's coming at the far post. Couldn't quite get there. In fact, the referee didn't like the challenge there by Chloe Kelly. She's given a free kick to Norway. It was Thorsdottir, it was, who was fouled. But that was a decent cross there from Robinson. She's done well there. And Chloe Kelly couldn't quite get there. I mean, is that really a foul? It's just 2 players jumping for the ball, isn't it, anyway? It is a free kick to Norway. We're into the final minute of the 90. Time is running out if England are going to win this game. But I suppose the main thing is not to lose at this point in the game. But there is still time. There's going to be a bit of stoppage time, I would imagine. Can England find the winning goal? Will it be Alicia Russo? It's now a throw to England on this near side in the attacking third. It's going to be Charles to take it for England. She goes back, throws it back towards halfway to Alex Greenwood. Now it's with Ella Toone again that finds Niamh Charles. Now it's with Chloe Kelly. Another cross comes in.
Come on.
Towards the edge of the 6-yard box, cleared away. Katie Zellum picks it up now. Ella Toone, but she's tackled there. Ella Toone. We're into the stoppage time now. We're just going to see how long there's going to be of stoppage time. Let's put the ball out there. 4 minutes. We haven't got 4 minutes. There's enough time maybe for us to get the goal.
Come on, lasses. Come on.
It is Niamh Charles now on this near side. Plays the ball up the line to Ella Toone.
Come on, Ella.
Twisting and turning. Can she get across it? She does get across in. That's a decent cross as well, but it's headed away at the far post. But it is going to fall to Katie Robinson, who put one good cross in a moment ago. Is she going to put another one in now? She goes past the defender. No, she doesn't. She's held up, but she keeps possession. Robinson plays it back to Zellum. That's a decent ball towards the near post, but the goalkeeper's there looking for Alicia Russo, but didn't quite get the angle on that cross. That was Katie Zellum with that one. And the goalkeeper, Mickelson's come out again. She seems to have recovered from that injury that she suffered earlier, and she's got a batter in there into Alicia Russo as well. But anyway, we've played a minute now of the 4 stoppages.
Come on.
Norway sitting quite content to sit back now for the draw. Georgia Stanway are bringing it forward for England. Are we going to get this one big chance to try and win it? Chloe Kelly now, a little bit of space on this near side. Chloe Kelly just inside the area. Chloe Kelly is shot, deflected, and it's cleared away by Torres Ortiz, but not very far. England managed to pick possession up again with Georgia Stanway. Can we get the goal? It's with Niamh Charles, plays it back again to Georgia Stanway. Plays it square over on that far side to Katie Zellum. Surely she was fouled. She was fouled. England going to have a free kick. It was Guru Wrighton with the foul. Didn't look very happy, Guru Wrighton, that it was given as a foul, but I think it was. I think Katie Zellum just got there first, moved the ball away, and then she did just clip her from behind. And it is going to be a free kick to England in a dangerous position, just outside the penalty over on that far side. Katie Zellum's gone with a little injury now, actually. It's going to be Georgia Stanway with this free kick. Is it going to be a little bit of magic from her?
Come on, Georgia. Is it going to be Georgia?
Terry says that all of a sudden their keeper looks massive and the goal shrunk. It seems to be. But anyway, Georgia Stanway, a free kick towards the far post. Oh, it's headed out by a Norwegian defender. Is it going to go for the corner? No, it's not. It's kept in, actually. It's well kept in by Charles. Plays it back in to Ella Toone. That's a nice ball into Russo inside the box. Alicia Russo pulls it back.
Come on,
inside the 6-yard box.
Oh,
can't get there.
God.
England can't quite get someone on the end of it. We've still got the ball now. Charles puts it back in. It's a strange cross, actually. It's gone all the way across to Katie Robinson. We've still got a minute and a half of stoppage time. Katie Zellum with this cross comes in the 6-yard box. Again, the keeper's punched it. Comes to Niamh Charles. Ella Toone puts a cross in. Russo's header at the near post. I think she lost where she was. She's put it wide. That was the big chance there. That cross came in. Norway couldn't get the ball clear. It was Russo, did really well. A low ball across the 6-yard box. Flicked on by Chloe Kelly. Just cleared away by the Norwegian defender. That was the moment. Didn't quite fall to Katie Robinson at the far post. Would have been a big moment for her, wouldn't it, to get the winning goal? But we are now into the final minute of stoppage time. This might well be that. It may well be finished in a 1-1 draw. But it's been a better second half from England, actually. Although technically we've lost the second half 1-0. We've played much better in the second half than we did in the first half.
Definitely.
But we've still got time. Can we find the goal? This will be our last attack. We're into the last 30 seconds. Chloe Kelly on this near side goes past Torres Lottier. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross into the far post. Still England, still in possession. Katie Zellum. That wasn't Ella Toone there. Tried to play it across the goal. I think that might be it now. If we're going to win it, it's going to be something dramatic. Serena's out there trying to get the ball back in. We need to get a cross in. Just put it in the box. Chloe Kelly's got it. Just cross it. She does cross it. Russo's in. Right across the 6-yard box. Who was it coming at the far post?
Was that not Dean?
I think it might have been Rachel Daly. In fact, there goes. I think that's a full-time whistle, is it? Well, we still playing on that. It's a full-time whistle's gone. It has finished 1-1. England almost snatched it at the death.
Oh, dear.
But it was...
It was a better second half.
It was a better second half. It was actually quite exciting, the second half.
I was getting excited there.
It was a better game to watch. England played a lot better in the second half, but we
I thought
couldn't
they
get the
wouldn't get the
second
goal,
goal,
I
and
thought
when you don't get the second goal, it can cost you, and it did. 11 minutes from time, that one mistake at the back from Ellie Roebuck,
Yeah.
and Frida Marnham, who's done that so many times for Arsenal this season, was in the right place and put the ball in the net to make it 1-1. And yeah, disappointing. I'm sure Ellie Roebuck will have nightmares about that moment on a big night for her. Overall, she played quite well, but ultimately it's her mistake that's cost us victory tonight. But yeah, it's still an unbeaten.
Isn't it? It's a friendly.
Yeah, it's still an unbeaten 2022, and I suppose that's the good thing about it. Mary Earps is on the pitch now, speaking to the Norway goalkeeper actually, and hopefully, I'm sure she'll have some good words to say to Ellie Roebuck as well. But it's Frida Marnham with another goal. And let's hope she's got one or two saved up for the weekend as well, because we might well need it. But it's finished here. England Lionesses 1, Norway 1. It was a very slow first half, actually, from both teams. England didn't really get going. The passing was slow, but we did get the lead. The one better quality was Chloe Kelly's cross and a great header from Rachel Daly, who was playing up front in the first half. And England looked okay in the second half, made a few substitutions, moved the ball quicker, looked a lot more dangerous, had one or two more opportunities to score. Yes, Norway had a couple as well. Ellie Roebuck made a couple of good saves. But England looked as though we were going to win the game. It was just a matter of would we get the second goal. But then, I say towards the end, 11 minutes to go, just a long ball over the top. Ellie Roebuck should have dealt with it. She came to kick it out, completely missed it. And Frida Marnham was there just to roll it into the empty net. And in the end, England threw everything at it in the last 5 to 10 minutes in stoppage time as well. It wouldn't quite fall for us in the box, would it? We couldn't quite get that second goal that would have won us the game. But, it is what it is. It's a friendly. We'll take it. We didn't lose. And I say we've gone through all of 2022 without losing. It has been a great year, hasn't it, for the England Lionesses, winning the Euros, playing some fantastic football, qualifying for the World Cup, beating America, beating Germany, beating Sweden, beating everybody. It's been fantastic, hasn't it? So, maybe a slightly frustrating end to it all with the draw tonight, but we'll take it.
We're so used to winning.
Yeah, we're so used to winning. Terry says, what a shame we didn't finish the year on a win. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't. We probably deserved to finish the year on a win, really, didn't we? But, it's been a fantastic year, and I don't think we can be too disappointed. And everything's looking really, really positive, isn't it? Going forward into what's going to be a World Cup year, 2023, isn't it? In the summer, it's going to be a really big tournament. It's going to be a great tournament, and the Lionesses are going to have a great chance, aren't we, to do really, really well. I said it the other night. There's not many teams out there I think can beat us. There isn't many at all. If we play to our full strength with our full strength team, we're going to be difficult to beat. So, yeah, it's looking positive for next year's World Cup, isn't it? And we saw tonight, didn't we? When you're missing 4 or 5 of your best players, it's difficult, isn't it, to reproduce that level of performance. But I thought the second half, even though we were still missing some big players, Georgia Stanway came on, she made a difference. When Russo came on, I thought she made a difference as well. And you can see that there's levels to this squad, isn't there? We've got our first 14, 15 players that are really top quality players. You go a bit further into it and you've got players that are good players, but they're not quite at that same level, are they? And you saw the performance drop off. But ultimately, we haven't lost a game. We've drawn against a Norwegian side who are not a bad side themselves.
They were determined.
Yeah, of course they were.
Tonight.
Yeah, well, we beat them 8-0 before, so they were going to be determined.
They weren't going to have that, were they? And
no,
they didn't.
No, they defended well. They put their bodies on the line for it, and they did a good job, Norway, actually. Yes, we should have won. We had chances in the second half. We didn't make the most of.
They were more physical as well.
Yeah, they were. They were up for that game. Obviously, we knew they would be. And they've got some quality, haven't they? Guru Wright is a good player, we know. And, of course, Frida, who came on and got the goal in the second half, she's a good player as well. They've got some other good players, haven't they? Yeah, Dottier's a good player. Yeah, Torres Dottier's a good player. Yeah. They've got some decent players. They're not a bad side. And, yes, we should have won. I think we all know that. It was a bad mistake to concede the goal from. But these things happen in football, don't they? And unfortunately, that's the way it is. But yeah, we'll take it. It's been a great year. And the unbeaten run is now 26 under Serena. 26 unbeaten. Is it 23 victories and 3 draws, or is it 22 victories and 4 draws? Something like that. Is it? No, it's 4 draws, isn't it? Because we drew 0-0 with the Czech Republic in a other friendly, didn't we? We've drawn this game 1-1, and we drew 2 games in the Arnold Clark Cup against Spain and Canada. So yeah, 4 draws, 22 wins. It's not bad, is it? Let's be honest.
That's really good.
I think we can take the odd draw here and there, can't we? And yeah, I say it's positive, and looking forward to the World Cup now, and really. We should be really optimistic about our chances. Let's be honest. And yeah, if everybody's fit, we've got all our big names back. I'm sure we'll be a real threat in that tournament, won't we? It's going to be great. We're looking for. That's a proper World Cup, as we said. A proper World Cups are in the summer, you see. So that's why that one's a proper World Cup. Even though the kickoff times might be a bit strange in Australia and New Zealand, but we'll worry about that later on when we have to. But for the time being, we'll look forward to that tournament. It is going to be great. And yes, hopefully England will cut out the silly mistakes when it matters, and we'll win the games at the right time. But yeah, that was disappointing in the end, but it is what it is. Who'd be your player of the match tonight then?
Chloe Kelly.
Chloe Kelly. Yeah, she had a good game, Chloe Kelly. She did have a good game. Yeah, it's quite difficult actually, because it wasn't a great performance. Some of the substitutes play. I thought Russo played well when she came on. I thought Katie Zellum had a decent game when she came on as well for the most part. But yeah, Chloe Kelly did probably shade it. She was, she was our most dangerous player. She put in some great deliveries. I thought Nikita Paris actually had a good second half.
Yeah,
she played really well in the second half. Yeah. She was, a little bit hit and miss in the first half, but second half she played well. It was her that led to the red card, wasn't it? 2 fouls on Nikita Paris.
They couldn't cope with that, could they?
No,
really?
They couldn't live with that. In the end, it was 2 yellow cards. So yeah, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get us over the line in this game. Kate says, "See you later. Enjoyed the stream." No, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like before you go, as well. So yeah, disappointing finish. But yeah, I think Chloe Kelly probably deserves player of the match tonight. I think we'll. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, she probably did deserve it overall. But yeah, there were some good performances from England. There was a few not so good performances.
I thought we were going to get another goal.
We should have done. We should have got the second goal. We could, and that's the only. We've always said that, when you're 1-0 up in football, it's always a dangerous lead because anything can happen. As we saw, you need the second goal. We couldn't get it, and in the end, it's cost us. It was just such a scrappy goal.
God.
And it is. I mean, the only good thing is it was Frida who scored it. I suppose. It's only a friendly, and it was Frida who scored. And if anyone's going to score for Norway, then we'll let it be Frida because she's a great player. Anyway, Serena just gave a hug there to Ellie Roebuck.
I'm interested in what Serena's got to say when she does that.
But Serena will probably be thinking, "Well, you're not going to be playing again." That's what she'll be thinking probably, which is a shame. But anyway, Terry says, "Well, I've now got to make an hour back to work. I'm afraid." Great commentary again, Richard, and good to see you again, Mrs. B. Have a good rest of your evening, and see you soon. Yeah, see you soon, Terry.
Take care, Terry.
Don't forget tomorrow if you're around, Melvin's doing his Highbury Matters show. That's going to be really good. He's got a guest on called Terry as well, so you need to watch that. And the 2 Terrys will be good. So that's tomorrow at 8:00. So definitely tune in for that show because it's going to be really good. Melvin and Terry, not our Terry, another Terry, but a good Terry who's going to be just as entertaining. So that's 8:00 tomorrow. I think it's mid-70s are up to now, towards late 70s. So we get a little bit more up to date. A few more things that I can actually remember now be starting, which is good. So that's tomorrow night. So please tune in for that if you can. Then on, what's that, Wednesday, isn't it? Then I think we're next going to be live on Friday. We're doing the World Cup memories. Melvin's coming on, and we've got a guy called Ian coming on as well. We're going to be looking back at Argentina 78, which was a good World Cup, actually. So we'll be looking back at a few memories of that particular tournament. So that's 7:30 on Friday. So please join us for that. That's going to be good. So World Cup memories. And, of course, Saturday evening, it is the Arsenal women, of course, playing Manchester United at the Emirates. That is going to be a massive, massive game. Arsenal a little bit depleted in injuries, but we need to bounce back and hopefully get the win against Manchester United and increase our lead at the top of the table. That would be great, wouldn't it? So we'll be going live back 5:15 on Saturday for that one. And, of course, next week we'll have some new shows, obviously, a bit different with no Premier League football going on. The Arsenal women are playing in the Champions League. We can't do an Arsenal women's show this week due to people travelling around to go to the Emirates, but we've got something special planned on Saturday afternoon. I might actually do that. I might start a bit earlier because I've got some videos that the guys have done. Look ahead to the Man United game and stuff like that. So we'll do that at some point anyway before the Manchester United games. That'll be good. So look out for that. I say next week there's going to be some new stuff. Another World Cup memory show on the 82 World Cup. Hopefully that'll be on Tuesday. I'm trying to organise that at the moment. I've got a guest lined up to join me for that one as well. So that's going to be good. And then I'll say the Arsenal women on Thursday against Juventus in the Champions League. We'll be covering that one as well. And then next Friday, a week on Friday, we'll have the women's show back on its usual slot on Friday evening. So loads of stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And please give it a like as well. It did finish here tonight. Lionesses won, Norway won. The final game for the Lionesses in what's been a magnificent 2022 European champions. But yeah, unfortunately tonight we couldn't quite get the win, but we'll take a draw. It's not the end of the world, is it? Did you enjoy it?
I did. I enjoyed the second half better than the first half.
Yeah, the second half was good, exciting. It was. We didn't get a goal in the second half, but it was exciting to watch. It was
more exciting.
Yeah, it was more exciting. A much better performance from England in the second half, and yeah, this game won't probably long live in the memory ultimately with everything that's gone on this year, but it did finish in a 1-1 draw. Rachel Daly scored for England in the first half with a header, and then late on it was Frida Marnham who got the goal for Norway. Another goal for her this season, a great season that she's having. Hopefully she saved up 1 or 2 for Saturday as well. Let's hope so. So thanks all you guys for watching. Please give it a like before you leave. If you are new, please consider subscribing as well. Like and subscribe indeed. We do a lot of a lot of great shows on the channel, a lot of women's stuff as well. The Lionesses, the Arsenal women, WSL, loads of great stuff. So please get involved in that. And of course, we're not covering this World Cup, the Winter World Cup on this channel. We're not going to be covering it at all because we don't think it should be played. So we're going to not cover it. So we're doing World Cup memories and loads of other stuff instead. There'll be loads of content on the channel with just nothing to do with the World Cup. So if you want to watch the World Cup in Qatar, then feel free to do so. We won't be covering it here. We'll have loads of other stuff as well. So if you want to avoid the World Cup and you still want to get some football content, join us. We will bring you some great stuff over the next 3 weeks or so until the Premier League's back. And of course, the women are still playing, so we'll keep up to date with all of that as well. But yeah, we'll be back. Well, Melbourne will be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock for Highbury Matters. That is going to be another great show there. So please show that a lot of support. And I'll be back on Friday with the first World Cup memories show. Melbourne's back on that one as well, so he's got a busy week as well, hasn't he? So we'll see him on that show as well. So yeah, disappointed into the year in a way, but we don't really mind. It finished 1-1. We're still unbeaten. That's the main thing. And we move on.
Exactly. I'm sure we'll forget about that one.
Yeah, move on to 2023, which is going to be another great year for the England Lionesses and for women's football in this country in general. It's going to be a great year, isn't it? You know, big stadiums, big crowds, great football, and you better keep up with it all here with us because we'll be following it all, which is great. So hopefully you'll join us. But yeah, don't forget tomorrow, Highbury Matters, 8 o'clock. Join us for that, and yeah, and then it's going to be good. So tonight it did finish in the draw, and we will see you very, very soon. And come on, you Lionesses. We will speak to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Hello. Running there of Beth Mead. Beth Mead's in behind, plays it across. Caitlin Ford's going to score, and she has scored. This fast start has been rewarded for us.